All right, everyone. This is Tim of the Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. It's game day. What time is it? What time is it? What time of day is it? It's game day. It is time to get ready. It's time to get ready for the Giants. It's time to get ready for everything else going on in this league. It's time to turn around and make sure that what we're going to have happen is going to happen, and what's going to go on is going to go on. And you know what? It's the Pats. It's the Giants. It's everything else under the sun. And we gotta be pumped for this game. We gotta be pumped up for the G-Men, because you know what? We haven't had football in a long time. When was the last time we had football? Let's think about this. Last time we had football was, oh my camera's all screwed up. The last time we had football was, oh my God, what time? When did we have football last? I don't remember. Sometime in January or the end of December. I gotta fix my camera here. My camera's all screwed up. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It's all nutty. What's up, Chill Daddy? The G-Man, Giants Mom Ming said, pumped up for the Giants. Zach is back. Zach Attack is back in the Virginia area. We got Chill Daddy saying G-Man. Because you know what? It's time. It's time to put all the garbage aside. It's time to put everything away. It's time to put away the Daniel Jones hate. It's time to put away. We'll talk about the Daniel Jones hate. Tired of people calling people that question Daniel Jones haters. We're gonna get into that, but you know what? It's time. It's football. We're back. We're back at 7:00 in New England. I was gonna stream the game, but I'm not gonna be able to, because I will be watching the Titans and Malik Willis at 7:30, and I got a bunch of other stuff to do too. But you know, I will do a video after the game. But you know what? We have to just remember this. This is not a litmus test. This is just the first game. The starters probably only going to play a series or maybe two. Get their feet wet. So if Daniel Jones sucks, everyone needs to just take it easy. Have a beer. Don't cost nothing. If Daniel Jones excels, same thing. Everyone just got to take it easy. Zach Attack is back in the Virginia area. Just take it easy. Because you know what? It's probably going to be two series. What we need to use as the bar, as the bar of what we want this team to be, is gonna be next week on the 21st. That's gonna be what we need to see. That's what we are going to see, because you're probably gonna have the starters go deep into the second quarter. The third preseason game, you may see the starters who usually do. This is the problem with only having 3 preseason games. When you had 4, most people forget we used to have 5. When you have 4, you used to do this. Starters would play a series, maybe 2. The next week, they would play a quarter. The next week, game 3, they would play into the second quarter, probably the entire half, and then play the third quarter, parts of the third quarter. And then week 4, they just rest. Game 4, they rested. So that's the way it used to be. But the problem is now you only have 3. You only have 11 padded practices. Anytime that you can get these guys on the field in a competitive situation where they're not going up against the same talent, you need to take advantage of it. And Jabo was smart enough to already come out and say, we're going to take advantage of this. We're going to use the guys we have, and we're going to see what they have. Yes, of course, we're risking injury, 100%. But you know what? You have to have a risk or reward situation, because you need to have these guys ready to be competitive in week 1. Big Tom says, Turr! We also have Zach saying, I just hope we see some sort of improvement on this team with the little things. And that's what it's going to be. It's going to be the little things. That's what we need to watch after. Zach is 100% right. We need to watch for the little things. We need to see how Evan Neal plays now that he's changed numbers and got rid of the bugaboo of the other number. We want to see how he's broken that curse. We want to see if Andrew Thomas's ankle's good. We want to see if hopefully Feliciano will get a couple snaps at center, because the guy's only had 300 career snaps at center. He's been in the league for a while. We need to see if we can get some of these wide receivers out in space. We need to see if Daniel Jones can process things. I'm not expecting to see the entire playbook. I'm not expecting even to see a quarter of the playbook. You're probably not going to see a lot of motion. A lot of it's going to be a vanilla run style offense. You hope that you're going to have Saquon Barkley run the ball, but Matt Bethea is out. So Barkley maybe gets into a series, but we're okay. We just need to see the little things of the improvement. That's all we need to say. What's up, my man? Yo, what's going on, man? Miss you, guy. Tom says, what kind of Giant fan are you? I'm a real good one. I'm a season ticket holder. I'm not an idiot that thinks that everything that Daniel Jones does is gravy after 3 years. I'm also not an idiot that thinks that he doesn't have an opportunity to improve. That's the kind of Giant fan I am, Tom. And Chill Daddy says it best, a true blue. And I've been watching this team since 76. I can go back to Craig Morton. I can tell you when they drafted Phil Simms in 79. I can talk about how they drafted Lawrence Taylor in 81. I can talk about 83 with a 3-12 in one season where Parcells almost got fired. Can you? Shut up. Captain Alvarez, what do you have to say? And thank you for defending me, Chill Daddy. I appreciate that. A true blue one. Time to watch Daniel Jones and suck the people say it's only preseason like last year. But that's the thing. If he sucks, I'm not going to worry. Because it's only going to be it may be 8 plays. It's going to be what happens next week. It's going to be what happens against Cincinnati, where they're going to start slowly moving into the playbook. They're going to start slowly moving around. Emmanuel just got his wisdom teeth out. That sucks. Sorry about that, Emmanuel. Well, hopefully you get to enjoy the game. Caveman Sports says Captain Caveman. So let's go Giants. Let's go Big Blue. Mark, you know I'm ready. We're also going to be giving away the tickets, I think, this Sunday. I think we might actually have 2 Coaches Club tickets to give away. There'll be more information. More information divulging out. Mazinga coming in here says, is it me or does Tim look like he's in the tunnel? I'm in the tunnel, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play. Had the pads on last time. What does Chris have to say? What's going on, Chris? I would love to see the first team out there. It's not going to happen, Chris. The first team is probably going to sit there and be, 2 series. I would say 2 series tops. Unless it's a bunch of 3 and outs. If it's 3 and outs, then yeah, they're going to play a little bit more. But Dable is smart enough to understand that he has to have the opportunity to get these guys game reps. There is a difference. If you ever played, there's a difference between practice reps and game reps. And we've talked about that ad nauseum. There's Captain Caveman. I say, how many series do you think? I still think 2. Like I said, unless they're 3 and outs, he might go 3, he might go 4. What does Michael say? Found you. Not a Giant fan. Same fan since 1987. You're talking about the Bobby Hebert, Dalton Hillard, Ruben Mays, Ricky Jackson, Sam Mills. I like the Saints. I know a little bit about every team in the sport since 87. So yeah, you had Ricky Jackson back then. I like when Bobby Hebert came over from the Michigan Panthers. After then, he went over to the Oakland Invaders and then signed with the Saints. So him and Jim Moore really turned that franchise around. What's up, Big Tom? Jones should be a backup. I don't know if I don't know if he's going to be a backup yet. I don't know. I can't tell you. Smash that like button for me, please. I can't tell you. But you know what? I hope that he shows something. For all the people that say I'm a Daniel Jones hater, they never listen to anything I say. I could compliment Daniel Jones for 12 straight minutes, and I could give a criticism for a minute, and they'd be like, you're a hater. No, I'm a realistic fan with NFL experience. Sorry, an AFL experience. But you know what? It is what it is. Big J says smash that like button. What's up, James? James says, hey, Tim. Went to my first game in 73 in Yankee Stadium in Sweden. Oh, Sweden. Well, you're way out there. I went to my first baseball game probably back in 78, but it was a Mets game. And I remember the new Mets game, the Mets in 78. That was not done. Did not go well. But welcome, James. Welcome, Sweden. Kareem is sitting here. What's up, Kareem? How's it going? Of course, I'm ready for some football, Kareem. I am ready. I am dead set. I got all the TVs set up in the man cave. We got all 3 TVs up and running. Gonna have multitudes of games on. Gotta be drinking some beer. Bush Apple. I'm not into less expensive beer, but you know what? Bush Apple was. Someone turned me on to it, and it's a seasonal thing. And I've never had it before, and it's like drinking fizzy apple juice. And let me tell you, that fizzy apple juice goes down quick. Mr. Albert says new quarterback in 2023. I'm ready. I can't get into 2023 yet. Let's get into 2022. Let's get this defense rolling. Let's get the attack. Let's get the attack. Let's go on the attack for a change. Let's unleash the Kraken. Let's just play it out. Let's see what Kayvon Thibodeau can do. Let's see. Let's just see. Let's just focus on some of these young linebackers that are going to be playing. Get an idea with that. These young defensive linemen. We really got to get a good sample of these young defensive backs because you have to be concerned. You got Rodarius Williams and Aaron Robinson potentially as your CB2. Frank, Tim, can you? No, I did not see Frank Gifford play. I'm old, but I'm not that old. I did not see Frank Gifford play. Moet says, can't wait to watch our draft class play tonight, especially Neil. And yeah, I mean, those are Kadarius Toney. What am I thinking? Kadarius Toney. He's probably not going to play. Neil and Kayvon Thibodeau. Those are your foundational building blocks. If Joe Shane, I can't talk tonight. If Joe Shane wipes out his entire draft, he blows out the entire draft, and he hits on these two guys, that's part of your foundation. That would still be a good draft in my mind. And if they do go a quarterback next year in 2023, the thing in regards to that will be they're going to buy themselves another season. So really for them, the clock wouldn't start till 2024. So, but like I said, we're not gonna worry about that. What's Caveman gonna say? Defense will be the most highlighted tonight. Daniel Jones plays as the fan base splits on him. He does have to do better. Caveman Sports is right. He has to do better. I'm not saying he's got to be James Williams. I see he's jumped in the set. I'm not saying that he's got to be fantastic. I'm not saying he's got to go 12 for 12 for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he's got to move the ball. He's got to look proficient. He's got to go through his reads. He's got to go through his progressions. He needs to feel what's in the pocket. He needs to feel the pressure. He needs to go. I'm going to say, what did the Mets just say? Mets name Old Timers Day. Oh, Old Timers Day squad. 65 former players are going to be back for the Mets. They haven't had Old Timers Day. They've been bouncing that around. But he just needs, if he can feel the progression, slide in and out of the pocket, feel confident and have the ability to go through his reads, not his first read, but maybe go his first, second, maybe starting to go back to his first. I'd be happy, even if it's an incompletion. Show a progression. Show that in year 4, you have learned. I've said this before. Darnay Holmes, and we don't know yet until he steps on the field, looks like he's figured it out. And I've said this a million times. When I went from high school to college, the clock didn't go off for me right away because everything speeds up exponentially. It wasn't until a couple weeks and a couple months that things started slowing down. Things looks like they're finally slowing down for Darnay, and it looks like he's putting himself in the position to make plays. So we're going to find out. But it's up, Big Bob Hill. What's going on, Bob? Is that a Bernie's Mountain Dog? We're not trying to show anything but plain vanilla this preseason. Not even good vanilla with the vanilla beans. I do like vanilla beans. The vanilla extract. Whole Foods makes a very good vanilla. Just an FYI. No, we're not gonna see anything spectacular. You're not gonna see us break out the full motion offense. And people that I keep talking about the motion offense, oh my God, the motion offense. Your head coach has come out and said, your head coach has said this, that you are not going to see the motion. You're not going to see the motion offense all the time. You're not going to see it. You know, we run 60 plays. You're not going to see it 60 plays. It's going to be used in spots. So we just have to remember that. We have our own head coach said that. What do we got? Xfinity says first game in 2010 on Monday Night Football Giants when Romo's injured. Got to be there on Thanksgiving again. Yeah, you got to be there on Thanksgiving again. Show up on that game. Not that I'm saying I want Dak injured, but show up on that game, please. What does Zach Attack have to say? Zach Attack says, I think the defense will be a middle-of-the-pack defense. I'm hoping it's better than that, Zach. I've said, like I said, if we move in around 17, I'd be happy. I would be ecstatic. I've said this before. This technically could be a lost season. So enjoy it. Enjoy the season. Enjoy the games. Watch the progressions. I don't care if we get beat 35-17. As long as we see a marginal improvement for the staff and for these players. James says, when is kickoff? 7 p.m. That was Giants Steelers at Yankee Stadium. Wow. My dad used to watch them in the Polo Grounds. I have so much old memorabilia around here. It's all in the other room, though. James will tell you. James Williams said, Mike says, I didn't even see Frank Gifford. I know, I didn't see Frank Gifford either. Come on, guys. I'm not that old. There's me and dirt, but I'm not that old. What does Chill Daddy have to say? Everyone has allowed their opinion on teams and players, and Jones has been trash and other than Washington and one Tampa game. Facts. It's facts. You can't, I'm not going to get into the Fisk Vegas thing and and the cop thing. You know, people are like, well, they were talking trash about you, mentioned you, and some other things, because you're negative and you're a hater. But what has this team done well in 10 years? Honestly, what has the team done well in 10 years? Think about it that way. What has Daniel Jones done extremely well in 3 years? What direction has this franchise gone between Reese, Gettleman, and now hopefully Shane, between Tom Coughlin, the Macadoodoo, Pat Shurmur, Joe Judge, and now hopefully Brian Dable? Let's wait and see. Take the wait and see approach. Like I said, just have fun. Football is supposed to be something that binds us all together. The Giants are supposed to be something that binds us all together. People spewing hate because they think someone is negative is stupid. People that sit there and use and they've said it before in the past. The person that uses profanity to make their point. My professor said it once in school. When you use profanity to make your point, it's probably because you don't have a point and sometimes you lack intelligence. That's all I'm saying. James says, hit that big like button. Hit it, smash it, crash it. Mr. Eller says, I knew since nothing about him. I want to see DJ Davidson too. He's a little bit older. I think he's 26 or 24. I think he's 24. He's a little bit older coming out of the draft. He's a big body. He's a run stuffer. He's a Dalvin Tomlinson type guy. He can sit there and plug the middle. Dexter Lawrence to me is a tweener. You don't know if exactly because of his size, you think he's a nose tackle, but you don't. I mean, he gets more pressure than a standard nose tackle would, so you kind of want to slide him out to the outside. He can stop the run, but he really can't handle the double team. Or I don't mean handle the double team, but usually what your nose tackle does, if you go back to the '86 team and Jim Burt and Eric Howard, the nose tackle's role was to tie up two offensive linemen, was to tie up two players. And that's kind of what we need to see. That's kind of what we had in Dalvin Tomlinson. Dalvin Tomlinson's stats never reflected what he did for that team. It's interesting that the line got weaker last year after Dalvin Tomlinson left. What's up? James will ask. Of course James will ask. James says, the season is finally upon us, and here we go. That's what we got to do. We got to go. We got to get started. Seti says, what if they sign Lamar Jackson, I'll be happy. I love Lamar Jackson. I loved him when he came out of Louisville. I watched a lot of Big East games. I think he doesn't get credit for his accuracy. Well, sometimes he has the lack thereof accuracy, but I don't think he gets credit enough for that. I don't think he gets enough credit for the way he has the ability to move the ball and move around the pocket. So you know what? But you know what? This is this year. Come on, we're in this year. James says, Bellinger, let's go. Let's see a little. I would like to see a little Waddle tonight too. I want to see this kid used in different ways. He's going to be the jackknife. He's going to be the gadget player. I've mentioned it before. He's going to fall somewhere between Percy Harvin, and Tavon Austin. Some people throw out Dave Meggett. Maybe. Dave Meggett from Townsend State. Won the Super Bowl with the Giants, also went over to New England. Number 30. Is he going to return punts like Meggett? Is he going to return kicks like Meggett? I don't know, but he could probably come out of the backfield like Dave. So we have to wait and see. Let's give the kid an opportunity to play. Mike Lee, what's up, Big Mike? Me thinks the O-line and secondary will get extra play. We need to know what the secondary looks like. Corners look like. I do think that. I think they will get extra opportunities or extra snaps, but I also think that Dable is smart enough, and Shane, to limit the risk exposure for these guys. Especially since Rodarius Williams and Aaron Robinson. A little bit of banged up last year, a little bit injury issue. So you don't want to put yourself in that spot where you're still looking. I still think we're scanning. I've already said this before. If you make the 53, usually when you make the 53-man roster, the last three spots are usually open for debate. They usually are because of the fact that you are going to be scanning guys on the waiver wire to try to find additional talent. I said this yesterday. I think the bottom 7 spots in this roster are going to be up for grabs. If you are sitting there anywhere between 46 and 53, and I'm not counting the practice squad, 46 and 50, I'm talking the active roster, I would not rest because of the fact that you don't know what they're going to do and how they may replace you. because Shane is smart enough to understand you always need to look and find talent. Most vanilla flavor isn't natural. A good point, Tom. What's up, Jay? How you doing? What's up? Everything's going good? I understand. I understand that. I understand it. We got them saying, hit the like button, hit the like button, smash it. Jay also drops another Jay dropping and say, hey, what's up, Jay? Can't wait for Kadarius Toney. I keep saying Kadarius Toney. Kayvon Thibodeau and Evan Neal. I know. I'm excited to see him play. I'm interested to see them play. I want to see something. I want to show me something, Bama. I want to see something. And I think they're going to show something. I think Kadarius Toney. I got Kadarius Toney. No, I don't think Kadarius Toney is playing. And I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Watch for the gadget plays. Watch for the special plays. Watch for that. Johnny wish home went twice there. Because I think they're going to run a wishbone style sometimes. I think they're going to go into a little bit of different thing. And Wildcat, they kind of practice it a little bit already. And I've already said it. I said it a couple of weeks ago. I see it happening because of the fact that if you can get Kadarius Toney, Saquon Barkley, Wan'Dale Robinson, and also throw in, Daniel Jones in the backfield, and you break out. Usually in a wishbone, you break out a tight end and one wide receiver. You just have one wide receiver, but you're going to have a mismatch out of that backfield if you do that and you flank and put outside Kenny G. Telling you. And when they ran the wishbone when they ran the Wildcat the other day, I'm like, yep, see, I knew it. Because you got to get all these players on the field. Oh, you're laughing about, just leave Dak alone. Our defense pass rush will be much less of a headache with Kayvon and Azeez. Azeez isn't playing tonight. He's still got the red jersey on. I'm hoping Quincy Roche gets a chance and an opportunity to play. He's been kind of down on the depth chart. He's been running with the third team. So I don't know if he's falling out of favor with this coaching staff. But I'd be curious to see, if he gets some opportunity to play. What does Tom says? Azeez Ojulari. I love Azeez. Jeffrey Abbey got my Azeez Ojulari jersey. He won it last year. I refuse to enjoy the season until we get him. Tom. Just enjoy it, man. It's all fun. It's all fun. Your audio sounds funny. Thanks, Motorcycle 360. Sometimes I like to do weird things. Anyone else think it sounds kind of weird? My audio sounds funny. Let me check my mic. Let me check to make sure I'm on the right microphone. You know what? Hold on. You know what? Wait. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's see if that's better. Is that better? Because thank you Motorcycle 365. I think that should be better for you. I actually just ran it through the microphone. For some reason, we weren't going through the soundboard, and now we are back through the soundboard. Yes, we weren't in the soundboard. The soundboard is back up and running. Anyone else think I got to take care of Big L doing it. L, what's up? Let's go, Big Blue. Let's run a quarterback sneak at first and second. Don't do that. It's a new era for Giant football. It's a new season. I got my season tickets. Do you have yours? I'm going to be at every home game. I can't wait to get to my section. I'm a little bit of a loudmouth. So people around me are going to love me. Yeah, I got it. It sounds like I was in a tunnel. I thought I would sound like I was playing in a tunnel. Yeah, I got it. I fixed it. It's all fixed now. It's all good. What does James says? Men deal in facts and reasons. Only children and women come out with a hair salon and want to hear something but positive news. I agree. Mr. Alvarez says, if he likes Dalvin Tomlinson, let's hope he can get to the I hope he does get to Dalvin Thomas treatment. I do. We got it fixed, guys. We got it fixed. Kadarius Toney is not playing. Vinny G says, I want to see Kadarius Toney, and Kayvon Thibodeau is going to play. He'll be out there. Jam says, New England rarely plays starting preseason, so let's remember that when Jones and the number ones are against their scrubs. Here's my concern. I'm glad JM brought that up. The Belichick is not high on playing guys, especially and I don't know what he's going to do with Mac Jones right now, because Mac Jones is Mac Jones. I said someone told me that the highlight of Mac Jones's training camp was when his girlfriend showed up. That's what they were saying out of New England. And I do think that is the one thing I do worry about. He plays a lot of his second, third, and fourth stringers early. And if the Giants offense or defense struggles against this, you know what's funny? We struggled last year against, I was at the New England game, the preseason game. We struggled against their third, fourth teamers. So let's just hope that we can, if that happens, let's just hope that we can do something against these guys and make ourselves look better, because that's the best way to make yourself look better. Vinny G, what's up, Vinny G? I want to see Kayvon out there. He's going to be out there. What's up, Joshua? What's up, Tim? My boy Wandale is about to go off this season. I hope he does. I hope he's, like I said, I think he was a reach. Said it before. Thought he was a reach in the second round. Most prognosticators thought he was a third or fourth rounder. But you know what? He's a giant. It's over. The draft is over. Where you were drafting your position is over right now because it's the start of the preseason. Nothing but love. Nick W. If Jones is bad tonight, are we still saying it's only one preseason game? You're going to have some people that are going to say that. Like I said, I'm going to take everything with a grain of salt. If he's horrid, I'll say he didn't play well, but it's only one preseason game. If he's spectacular, I'm going to say he had a great game, but it's only one preseason game. Preseason doesn't count. Those stats do not transition over into the season. I always loved in baseball, the baseball analogy. Well, you don't want to leave all your hits in spring training. I always thought that was stupid because those hits don't count either. You're right. I understand the point, but just because you're hot in spring training usually means you're going to carry over and be hot in the season. Some people are just good. And here's my thing about that. Here's my thing about that. Because again, I think of the movie Major League 2 when Willie wanted to be a power hitter.
Willie's really got some power. Off a guy will be bagging groceries in a couple weeks.
And that's why usually players leave their hits in spring training, because they're playing against guys that are not going to be in the league. So we have to hope that if the Pats do play their second, third, and fourth team early, that we take advantage of it and show that we have first string talent. And I think they can do it. What's up, Damian? I'm on time. A Christmas miracle in August. Is a Christmas miracle. Damian's never on time. Irish Rover, what's going on? Hello, Tim. I'm looking forward to watching the game and see who's who. And what about some of these schemes on both sides of the ball and what may look like? There's not going to be a lot going on. There's really not going to be a lot going on. I mean, it's all going to be vanilla. It's all good. There's no fudge ripple. It's going to be vanilla. But you know what? Sometimes vanilla can give you an idea of what you have talent-wise. And I think that's what we need. That's what we need to focus on. What do we have in reference to talent on this roster? Because you're got to figure this. Your 22 starters aren't going to go long. It's going to be all the other guys afterwards that we need to start looking at them. They call him Mr. Tibbs. What is that? In the Heat of the Night. I prefer the movie with Sidney Poitier. I can't talk today. I got the allergies today, really bad. What is Vinny G's? Kafka is calling the play. Kafka is calling the plays tonight. That is correct. Do I think that will carry over into the season? I don't know. I have an issue trusting a first-time coordinator whose highest title or ranking in the NFL was passing coordinator. And you had someone named Patrick Mahomes. So we have to say, it's also a good way to get him experience. And that's why I'm kind of curious about, and Dable has come out and said, we're going to see what it is now. And we're kind of just going to, we're going to play it by ear. We're going to go with the flow. What do we got? Irish Rover. What's up, James? Big Chris says, I want to see Judge on the sidelines look confused and see our defense pick apart their offense. You know what? Does anyone think it's funny that Judge is back? All of a sudden, and Mac Jones can't do anything. Maybe it was the course. Maybe it's the curse of Joe Judge. Da, da, da. Yeah, the video's up, but we got it fixed. We're all fixed. Yes, much better, much better, much better, much better, way much better, way much better. You guys are getting a little you're getting a little picky now. The sound quality's sometimes it's off. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I got it up on the mic. What's up, Big Mike? How you doing? It's game time. Mike Lee says, DJ drinking game. Every interception, take a drink. Every touchdown, finish a beer. If he trips at the 5, drink 2 beers. I was corrected. I was corrected the other day on my sound effect. He tripped at the 10. So I'm gonna bring that up. What does Chris have to say? Chris says we need to be 3rd and 9 and run a quarterback sneak. Oh my god! It's fixed. But what did you say before? Sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher. Wah, 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 wah. You know what? Oh my god! I can't find any of my things today. I'm excited about this game, though, guys. I'm really excited about this. I want to see everyone get pumped, everyone get excited, everyone hit the like button. I want to see that. I want to see that we're going to sit there and be different about this season, that we are going to be not only Giant fans, but intelligent football fans. And Mazingo, this is for you. That's what I hear when people call me a Daniel Jones hater. There we go. There you go, Mazinga. That's for you. But it's Todd. I have to say, Todd Taylor, how you doing, my friend? Todd says, first game 2, Belichick basically forfeits these games. He does. Belichick does not play his guys much. He does not play his stars much. So make sure you hit the like. But let's get up to 40 likes. He doesn't play long. That's what I want the Giants to take advantage of. I've said this before. You know what I want Wink to do? I want Wink to go out there. It's Daniel Jones.
Gentlemen was break.
No.
There we go.
I don't want them to gain.
It's preseason for me, too.
Yard.
You blitz all night.
That's what I want Wink to do to start this game. I want him to bring the hammer. If these guys are third stringers, second stringers, I want him to bring the hammer. Just let it fly. Show the league that the Giants have a pass rush. That's what I want. We're going 2 for 2 for Todd here. If he completes 5 passes with and we'll claim he's Josh Allen 2.0. If he completes 2 passes, it's going to be Josh Allen 2.0. But you know what? We just got to wait and see. Just wait and see. James Williams says, Judge is going to ask Bill to run up the score. Do you think Brightwell will play? Brightwell's going to have to play tonight because Matt's hurt. Saquon's going to go a series. You got what's his name? Corbin from Florida. He's going to have to play. He's going to have to. We got 3 for 3 from Todd. I hope Judge runs his third down surrender play. Me too. That would be great if they did that. Greg from Sweden, what's going on? Yeah, but the play calling will be in Vela. Ice, baby. Stop. Greg, collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something. Grab a hold of me tightly. Looking like the MC's pound of bacon coming up. And quick and nimble. Go crazy when I hear a cymbal, the hi-hat with the souped up tempo. It's on a roll. It's time to go solo. Rolling in my 5.0. Got my rag top down so my hair can blow. Yes, I know every rap. Is Belichick going to make judgment? You know what? That's interesting. That is a funny point. That is actually really funny, Chris. The other day, they were running gassers in Giant Camp. They were running gassers, and I love it because I defended Pat Leonard for a second, then he said something stupid. And he's like, well, people last year said, that was a punishment. That was dumb to run gassers. No, he's running gassers for conditioning purposes, Pat. That's why he's running gassers, not to punish the team. He even spoke about conditioning after the blue and white scrimmage. There must have been something going on after that scrimmage that he felt that they needed to go back to basics in regards to running some gassers. Irish Rover is talking to James. Let's see if Judge is allowed to wear the headset. I don't think he's going to be able to wear the headset. Best baseball rant. Infamously tirade 1983. Lee Ilya. I remember that. I actually remember that. I think the Larry Boa one from Philly was the best rant I saw. Vanilla isn't bad. We run vanilla perfectly, and you win. You know what? I formation. Line it up. We have one fullback on the roster. Just run it. Run it down there. Well, not this game, but in the regular season, run it down their throats. You know what? Running the ball, controlling the clock, playing good defense wins you championships. What does James say? I'm having a trouble trusting a coordinator who had Mahomes, Hill, and Trevor Kelsey. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. We have to wait and see, James. Come on, James. If you don't know it, August 21st, James Williams, OGR Sports, Dominic Palmer from across the pond in UK they're coming down, and we're going to the Giant game. We're all sitting in the coaches club, going to be on the field. We're giving away probably 2 tickets to the coaches club. So you're going to get to hang out with us. I think we're going to do it on Sunday. I'll let everyone know probably Friday on the Sunday 10:30 stream. You just have to be on the stream. You have to like the channel. You have to like the stream, and you have to leave multiple comments. What we're going to do, this is how we're going to give away the tickets. You get on the stream. This is going to be very scientific. You get on the stream. You can leave as many comments as you want once you get on the stream. Leave, and we're going to go for like an hour.
That's what she said.
And we're going to sit there, and after that hour, I'm going to stop, collaborate, and listen. And I'm going to take my finger. I'm going to point it. I'm going to put it right on the chat. And I got my mouse here. It's a scroll mouse. And I'm just going to scroll through the chat. And I'm going to close my eyes, and then I'm going to stop. Now, whoever name it lands on, that's why I say you got to leave a lot of comments. Whoever names it lands on, you win the tickets. If it lands on someone that cannot go, we're just going to do it again until we find someone that can go. Coaches Club, baby. Coaches Club. You're going to be 4 feet from the players. You get to hang out on the sidelines. You get to hang out with James, OGR, me, Dom. Dom's flying in from London. What's up, Tony B? Let's go, Giants. Hit that like button. What's up, Big Mike? Big Mike is in the room. Hey, we haven't seen you in a long time. Two no offenses going at each other. How long will DJ play in your opinion? I'm saying 2 series. Unless it's 3 and out, unless he's got 2 series where it's 3 and out, I think he'll go 4. I think they want to get him into a competitive situation, which will allow him to feel comfortable in the offense. It's like driving a car for the first time. If anyone remember, my first car that I ever drove was a Mustang. And didn't have my license yet. Wasn't old enough. But that was the first car I ever drove. And I tell you, I was petrified. Scared out of my mind. But then you drove it and you got more comfortable as thing goes on. They need to get him comfortable. And that's the key. My son is home from AMN to watch the game. Not too many Giants fans. Texas A&M, not too many. I'm assuming it's Texas A&M. Yeah, not too many Aggie fans are probably Giant fans as well. What does Chris say? 58 people in the chat. Only 11 likes. Come on, guys. There's 40. Oh, wow. I'm way behind. No, I'm not that behind. I'm 6 minutes behind. What's up, Chris? We got Tim. Let's get those 50 likes. He will drop the boom. I'm always going to drop the boom. Dom says no bloody Wi-Fi. I can't get on. I'll just do Dom. I'll just do the imitation of Dom. Dom, are you coming in from the UK? Oh Lord, yes, I'm coming in from the UK. Can I have some more, please? Dom's gonna be here. Dom's like 3.5 feet tall. So I heard. What does Nick say? I will ask this for this season is to feel like we're heading. Thank you. That's all I asked, Nick. Let's go to the right day. Big Saeed's in the room. Let's just let's just look like we're going the right way for a change. Let's just look like we have a direction. I'm happy. I'm easy.
That's what she said.
I mean, it's fine. You know, I want to win, but you know what? I will take marked improvement and quality play if that's what I have to get. What does Will say? Will says, I want starters to play the whole quarter. We are so behind. No, Will, no. Pandemonium. What's going on? Mr. Pandemonium. I have to jump to Pandemonium because it's a super chat. And of course, all the super chats go to Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Captain Negative. Let's show some New York love tonight. We're headed to Jonestown. I've been giving love all day, Captain. Captain Negative is no Captain Negative. You know what Captain Negative is? Captain Negative is just, I give love. I give truth. I give honesty. I give the American way. I am freaking Superman. What's up, Saeed? What's going on, man? But thank you anyways for paying for, it's all good fun. It's all good fun. I don't care if people call me Captain Negative. I don't care. Really don't care. Doesn't bother me. Big Saeed, I haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? I was about to say, I haven't been in the stream in forever and a day. That's a long time. Mike Lee says, can Tim throw down further than the foot? Of those also that do not know, I am going to be on the field after the game, standing on the 35-yard line, and this is going to be filmed. I am throwing a perfect strike 5 yards into the end zone and hit James Williams with a perfect pass. Dom, OGR is going to be recording it. Dom is going to be serving tea. I'm always thinking to people, what's the over-under that I bounce it at like the 3? It's going to be perfect. And I got a bad knee right now. But that's all right. Danny Dud says, over-under Daniel Jones 10 touchdown. I'm going to say over. Ooh, look at that Pandemonium. You should give me $10 now for the kids. I'm going to say over. I'm going to say between 15 and 17. Who's the hater now? Yeah, all right, motherfucker. Who's the hater now? Not you, Danny does. Let's see. The real question is Daniel Jones over or under 10 games played. That is the real question. That should be the real question. What is the over under on games played? I'm going to say he's going to be in 11, Daniel Jones. And I don't think he's going to get. I think the Giants will probably run heavy. Okay, I'm reading comments ahead of time. I don't think he's gonna get benched for Tyrod. I think what's gonna happen is I think he is just gonna get hurt. What's her name? Diana mentioned on ESPN. Diane mentioned on ESPN today that she thinks the Giants will probably be a run heavy. They're gonna be run heavy. They have to be run heavy. You are learning in a new offense. You have a defense which may give up a lot of big plays if the pass rush isn't. There are going to be games where the Giants pass rush is going to be on. It's going to be on like the freaking Donkey Kong. But there are also going to be games that the rush is just not going to be there. And you are going to have to rely on something else. You're going to have to rely on the secondary. So, I mean, you're going to need to control the clock. Pandemonium, did you really just do what I think you just did? Pandemonium. I was joking, man. Thank you, though, Pandemonium. You and I go at it sometimes. And you know what? I don't mind. What I'm kicking myself right now is I should have said $100 for the kids, not 10. But thank you. All super chats, of course, go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. I donate all the money for the super chats. Pandemonium, thank you. That actually made, you know what? Even in the situation that we are as Giant fans, I don't get this divide and this hatred. These two camps, the Daniel Jones camp and the non-Daniel Jones camps. I don't get it. Everyone can have an opinion. 82, 83. Everyone had an opinion on Phil Simms or Scott Bruner. But we were all still together at the stadium. We were just there. Saeed, I'm waiting for the regular season to start, Saeed, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. James Williams, 21st, going to be dope. I'm getting Dom a Fight the Power t-shirt. You just won't know what it means, but that's okay. Bob Hill says, my first car was a 65 Mustang. I used to have a 64 coupe, but not when I was a kid. But I had a 64 coupe for a red 64. Well, actually, no, yeah, it was a red 65 coupe. But the problem was some of the pieces were from a 64. So it wasn't really it was cherry, but it wasn't mint. Hit that like button. We're behind like Leonard Williams chasing the quarter. You know what? Leonard Williams lost weight. Leonard Williams looks good. You got to give Leonard credit for that. Leonard. I love when I get text messages. Leonard Williams, you know what? I'm happy that he dropped some pounds because he's going to probably have to play that defensive end position. And the defensive end position in Wink's defense, has the opportunity and has to at times drop back into coverage. And Leonard has never done that. So I think that's great for him. I want to see Leonard succeed. I do. Pats are pretty terrible right now. But you know what? It's preseason, Greg. You know that. I don't have to tell you. You're probably one of the smartest people in this room outside of me. Just joking. I'm probably the dumbest. Zack Attack. What does Zack Attack say? Zack Attack said T-Bone, Wishbone all day. Why not just run it? Run it. Sean Lee, remember Patrick Mahomes and Tariq Hill were both predicted to be negative picks. Actually, Patrick Mahomes, when he came out of school, he was a first rounder. And a lot of people, you're talking about certain people, and I'm not going to say his name, certain NFL draft prognosticators, Mel Kiper, was negative on him. But I actually like Pat Mahomes. I thought you had the McAdoo like Pat Mahomes. And Tyreek Hill came out of school raw. So that's accurate, but not exactly accurate. What do we got here? What does Kobe say? After Joe Judge's first year, we will look the right. You know what? That's a great point. After Joe Judge, we're going to look good no matter what. We have to look good no matter what. The Jonestown Express stops today. I want to go to Jonestown. You know what? That's, of course, in reference to the Bad Dog video about when he did the Jones. He used the cult leader from Jonestown. And he, it is what it is. But I don't know. I didn't have a problem with it. It's one of those things. Big shout out to the Bad Dog for letting me be on the show on Tuesday. What was Tuesday? Yeah, we streamed on Tuesday. If you haven't watched it, go watch. I think people always comment and tell me the last hour is the best because we barely talked about football. I don't even remember. It was like 2.5 hours long. I don't even remember the last hour, but it was good. It was fun. Well, come on, let's get up to 100 likes on this stream. Saeed said, I'm more excited about Kayvon. I'm excited to see what Kayvon can do. I want to see that first step in live action against a real team. That's what I want to see. I want to see him go against, because you know what? Anyone that's played the game understands that when you go up against the same guys over and over and over and over in practice, you know what they're going to do. You know their moves. You know their tendencies. I want to see him go up against a guy he has never seen before. And I want to see him put him into that guy in the dirt. I want to see him leave him. I want to come up with a new Kayvon Thibodeau sound effect after this game. I know that's a lot to ask. What does the big Irish Robot say? Thank you for the super chat, Irish Robot. All super chats go to the kids. All they go to the Children's Giants team should have watched Derek Jeter documentary. They may learn what about winning mentality looks like. It's about team, not the individual. McFarlane Toys makes all the little figures, and I got tons of them. I probably have a couple hundred of them. And one of my favorite ones is a Derek Jeter one. And I actually back in my office in the early 2000s. I actually had the statue on my desk, and I had it on there till the day I quit working. And it was because of the fact that it was about the team. It was about the effort. And that was what I was trying to extol to the people that were working under me, that this is what we need to do. It's not the individual goal. It's the goal of the collective to make what we need to do work the right way. And baseball, while a lot of it's an individual sport, it's always a team sport. Thank you for the super chat. All super chats go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. What is it? We're gonna give Irish over 2 for 2. How many yards does Daniel Jones throw for the season before he gets hurt, assuming he plays 11 games? I'm gonna say 2,600. I'm gonna say it's gonna be high. I have faith in Kafka. I got more faith in Dable. I'm gonna say 2,100 yards, 17 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Write it down. Book it. Danny Dudd says, what is Danny? I already answered that question, Danny. Or am I behind again? James says, if Patrick Mahomes got negative expectations, what the heck did DJ get? Oh, yeah, cricket sounds, because no one ever heard of him. You're not wrong. What's up, Logic? The Giants have a busted quarterback. They have to be a run-heavy, durable. You can't dump Danny now. We can't dump him now. You know what? Listen, when I'm the voice of reason about Daniel Jones, we got problems. We got problems. And people always joke about that with me. When Tim's the voice of reason, we got some serious issues. But we just got to wait and see what he does. Wait and see. Crack from LT.
Gentlemen, what brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
Saeed said, I don't know where this team goes from here, but it's got to go up. We got to go up. Up and away in my beautiful balloon. Danny Dudd says, only teams that are run heavy and have gimmick trick plays like wide receivers throwing about are teams that don't trust their quarterback. I've said this before. I'm not sure of the trust level. And, they're going to say all the right things in the press. They're going to say all the right things around the team. But you have to wonder what the exact trust level is with Brian Dable and Daniel Jones. You have to wonder. You have to wonder what the trust level is with Joe Shane and and Daniel Jones. You have to learn that too. You know what? I laugh because I have a Daniel Jones jersey. That's how much a hater I am. But I just shake it off. Sometimes I stay out too late. I got nothing in my brain. But it's okay. You just shake it off. I realized the other night on Bad Dog Stream that some fans want to live in the fantasy world. That's true. It's not doom or negativity. Being positive won't miracle Jones into a good quarterback. He's a bust. Right now, he's on the bus trail. He's on the bus train. Yeah, you can't deny it. If you look outside, any outside the giant bubble of fans, and a lot of fans now are kind of going outside the bubble. Because like I said, I watch stuff from, I got friends all over the country. I talk to people in Detroit. I talk to people in LA. I talk to people in Carolina. You listen to the different places. Everyone's kind of saying Daniel Jones is a bust. The only people are the ones that are really just defending him, which is fine. Sean Lee, what's up? Saeed, that's my point, because someone made the comment that Kafka had those two and basically didn't need coaching. You don't need coaching when you got Mahomes. You can also say that Brian Dable failed the 3 other times he was offensive coordinators, got fired by Andy Reid, had mid-20s offenses and did not succeed until he landed a guy named Josh Allen. But that's the thing. No media in 83. Big difference. Yeah, there was no social media. Thank God. Thank God. Even when I was still going out in the early 2000s, thank God there was really no heavy social media presence because a lot of things shouldn't have been there. So I'd say, what happens after the season? So many questions need to be answered. We haven't even gotten the season yet. Let's get to the season. Let's get in it. Let's get in it, man. I might put the pads back on. Anyone that didn't watch, go watch the video. I put on my old shoulder pads. I suited up. I might suit up again. Danny Dudd says Danny Jones equals worst quarterback in the league. Don't know that yet. Possibility, but don't know that yet. Big Mazinga says, what's up? Hit that 50. We got to hit 100. When Tim rants, ladies and gentlemen, he has our curiosity. When he pounds the table, he has our full attention. I'm not ranting today. I'm in a happy mood because the Giants are playing and Malik Willis is playing. I'm in a happy mood. I love people that are always people always want to have that gotcha moment. I always love that because I don't care. Because usually when people think I'm right, I'm wrong. I end up being right anyways. People are like, where did Malik Willis go? I always love that on Bad Dog Stream. And then, people are sending me screenshots from the other stream. Like, isn't he the guy that went to Malik Willis? Yeah, Malik Willis went in the third round. Who else won in the third round? Some guy named Russell Wilson. He went in who went in the fifth round? Some guy named Joe Montana. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm just going to have fun with it. Having fun with it. Kafka wasn't. No, he wasn't. Kafka wasn't Mahomes' quarterback until year 2. He didn't know what he could do with a lesser talented quarterback. You're right. You're not wrong because of the fact that they had Eric Bieniemy there. And Eric Bieniemy was kind of what Kafka is now to Dable. Eric Bieniemy's job first 2 years was to install the offensive plan and Andy Reid call the plays. The last 2 years, Eric Bieniemy has been calling the plays. Doing it well. I represent Queen. She was raised out of Brooklyn. Logic Fine says, so fans don't really think Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. It just needs to be, they want to live in the fantasy world. So welcome to Fantasy Island. Hey, Mr. Rourke, your host. Gotta love Mercado Montalban. People probably don't remember the Cadillac commercials with in real currency and leather. No one gave Daniel Jones a first round grade. Nope, they didn't. You're not wrong. I'm not going to say you're wrong. What's up, Adrian B? How you doing? Yes, sir. We're here, Tim. Let's light it up. Let's get to 60 likes. Saeed said Tibbs is getting 7 sacks in his rookie season. Is that a realistic expectation? Well, according to Tibbs, he's getting 17. And we're winning the NFC East. If that happens, he is the greatest Giant linebacker, because he's listed as a linebacker, that has ever played in 1 year. Screw Lawrence Taylor, who came in the league at 81 and changed the entire position. Everyone should know that I am just kidding. I think 7 is realistic. I think he can possibly get 8. I think he could have a Z's type of season as Mr. Ojolari. I think he could. It's Rich Corinthian Leather. Todd Taylor says, number 5, Landetta. Oh, Landetta. Sean Landetta, 85 whiff. Came over from the Philadelphia Stars from the USFL, then bounced around the league after he left the Giants. Gano, let's go. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. What's up, Sean? Let's see here. I want to see Evan Neal get those growing pains and adjust to the speed of NFL, protect whoever the quarterback is. That's all I want. I want to see him grow. I want to see Evan Neal progress too. We're not going to see all of this in one game. And I think that's what a lot of fans need to figure out. We're not going to see it all in one game. If everything goes perfectly right, it's great. If things don't go perfectly right, don't worry about it. It's going to be a couple series. No more excuses. There are no more excuses about the offensive line this season. The 2 bookend tackles, very few had that. I think there could still be excuses with the offensive line. Feliciano, only 300 snaps at center. Glowinski, was he a system guy in Indianapolis? Because he had a pedestrian career before he went to the Colts. And you're going to put Shane Lemieux at right guard? Am I the only one that looks at this offensive line outside of the potential of the tackles and go, yikes? The biggest problem Daniel Jones has, and we've talked about this last year, and I discussed it after the first couple games in the season, and the league started doing it. He has problems handling the rush when it's directly in front of him. He has issues when the rush is brought in from directly in front of him. He does. I don't know if he just doesn't see the field well, and I said that after, I can't remember what game it was, and I said, there's an issue with the fact that he can't seem to deal with the rush when it's brought up the middle. And if the middle of the line is weak, the league is gonna do it again. And the thing is, you can glean something from preseason. The preseason game against the Browns, I said there's going to be so many problems because of the fact that if you watch the way the Browns attacked the Giants, off tackle left, off tackle left, off tackle right, and they were ripping up chunks of yards, and then they went over the top. And I said, this is a game plan for how to attack the Giants defense. And exactly what the league did. So you can glean things. There's a gleam, men. There's a gleam. You can glean things from the preseason. And I just kind of hope that we kind of get away. We kind of move on from that. What do we see here? Oh, we got another super chat. Let's jump into the super chat. Thank you. Panda money, Mr. Super Chat. Nobody knew who the skinny, slow kid was from Southern California. Also, coaching matters. Who came out of Southern California? Who came out of SoCal? Because I can't think of any USC quarterbacks that were any good outside of Carson Palmer. We saw the butt fumble. Who was that? Who are you talking about, Panda? Drop some knowledge on me, because I don't know. I'm having a brain meltdown today. Tibbs is getting 7 sacks his rookie year. Yeah, I did that one. Let's see here. Logic Finance says, no, Tim, it's been 3 years already. I've seen enough of Jones. That is what we want to wait and see. More mediocrity, more touchdowns, more turnovers, lack of scoring, bad choices. Dump Jones now. You can't jump Jones now. And I keep saying this. That's why I laugh when I say people drive me crazy. I've done so many videos that says we will not win unless we're winning with Daniel Jones. Matt Leinart. I saw Matt Leinart. Yeah, Matt Leinart really blew up with the Cardinals. We're not going to win without Daniel Jones this year. As much as I love Tyrod Taylor, we're not going to win if Daniel Jones doesn't play well. When we may not win 5 games. Go listen to the podcast, New York Giants 3-12-1. I do it with OGR Sports. He tried to say he got me in a gotcha moment when I said that if we went out and got a different quarterback, or because if Daniel Jones got hurt, if he just doesn't play well, that we could squeak out some wins. And I think that's true. I think you can squeak out some wins. If you think you're in a weak division, if you think that you can squeak out some wins, why not go out and find another quarterback if Tyrod and Daniel Jones fails? But we're going to still live and die by the sword of Daniel Jones. Let me jump here to the pimp name Slip Well, Super Chats. Go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. On WFAN yesterday, Joe Shane asked if he wanted to have the opportunity to draft his own guys. He said, we'll see how things go with DJ now. Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to give their, like I said, you're never going to get a straight answer. And the way the Giants are controlling the media narrative, and this is the other thing that worries me about the Giants. I've talked about this. They are clutching on to the media narrative so much you have to get worried because of the fact that they're limiting media access. You can't film on certain sessions. I had friends that were in the stands and they actually got yelled at by security for filming the practice. So they're controlling it so much that if you don't get the press on your side, things will get ugly if you start losing. And I think WFAN, Daily News, New York Post, ABC, NBC Sports Radio, NBC or ESPN Radio, they all have to kind of get on the side of the Giants. I think the Giants need to figure out a way where they can do that and get everyone the opportunity and get everyone in there and create the symbiotic relationship and see how well it goes. Week up the middle, DJ, what possibly could go wrong? Nothing at all. Tom Brady grew up in SoCal. I didn't know that. He's referring to Brady. I did not know Tom Brady grew up in SoCal because he played for Michigan. That's one of those things you don't know. Tom Brady. He was from Northern California, not SoCal. That's why I got it wrong. Went to Michigan. He did go to Michigan. Logic's fine. It says Vince Lombardi or John Madden couldn't coach Jones into a good quarterback. Dump Jones now. Well, you also had Bart Starr and Kenny Stabler there. So, I mean, I know where you're going, Logic's fine. And you're going to go 12-25. Tyrod is also injury prone. If he's staying away from the needle, getting poked in the lung on the sideline, he's injury prone as well. But he has played well at times. He played well with the Texans when he was on the field. But that's the question. He needs to be on the field. We might need another quarterback because I am not confident with Davis Webb being our third stringer because you have 2 very injury prone guys leading this team. And that's why I said, if you could go out and get maybe a Nick Foles. I'm not a big fan of Jimmy G, but if he wants to come on the cheap for a 1-year deal because he's probably going to get waived out of San Francisco, I would do it. You never know. Someone call Eli. Eli's not coming back. Eli's like, forget that. I ain't coming back. What does Rick have to say? Rick, what's up? Team fights because there are no stud quarterback, no confidence in Jones. Just hope that's not true. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I'm not a big proponent about teams fighting. And I'm not going to get into that because I went into that over one of my videos. Danny Jones will be selling insurance. What's D Coop have to say here? What's up, Tim? What's going on, D Coop? I haven't seen you in a while. I don't know, man. I might be sliding with you a little more about DJ. I'm still a little hopeful. I'm not unhopeful. I'm hoping teams fight. Coaches do not fight. Bobby Johnson, no. I can tell you, and I said this before, 3 years in Pop Warner, 4 years in high school, 3 years in college, 3 years in the pros, and another 3 in the AFL. I've never seen a coach get into a brouhaha with a player. Never seen it. Never seen it. I've been to a multitude of John Gruden practices. Didn't see it. Never see it. Yeah, he grew up in Northern California. We know that. Northern California, man. I got it right. A team with Brady and Rodgers and Mahomes don't fight. You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah. And I was about to say, didn't Allen just start a fight? I thought he just started a fight. What do we got here? Moet says, who would on the thought the Giants would be a team that first drafting a Duke quarterback named Dave Brown? So let's go with another one, 2.0. Yeah, that was kind of interesting, but you can't go by what school people went to. Tyrod Taylor, slightly upgrade from Geno. I think Tyrod Taylor is much more. Big LJ's in the house, and I see the T-Brad is also in there. You know what? I want to drop the invite in because I see some of the OGs dropping by. If you want to drop into the chat, I'm going to drop the link because I'm seeing some of the OGs out here, and that's what I love. We're going to have a big game. We're going to get up to 100 likes before I leave. Greg says, what does Greg say? My birthday is today, Leo season. We will win tonight. Happy birthday, Greg. Everyone say, happy birthday to Greg. Happy birthday to you. I hope the Giants win. And Daniel Jones doesn't trip over his shoes. Let's say, what does Strider say? I'm hoping we don't get any serious injuries. Please make it out alive. You know what the problem is? You got 2 of the games. But I agree. Let's keep it simple. Tom Coughlin was a big proponent. Bill Parcells was a big proponent about playing guys in preseason. So you have to just understand and be willing to take that risk so you can help your quarterback. You can help your defensive line. You can help your offensive line, because right now there's really not a lot of continuity in this offensive line because they've never played together, and they've never played together in a realistic game situation. A scrimmage is not that. You scrimmage, you can't hit anybody. You can't hit anybody in a scrimmage. Darnay Holmes had the sack. He had a sack, and then he completed the pass to Wan'Dale Robinson. What's up, Fabian? What's going on, man? Teams fight. They do. Fights. Players fight. Like I said, coaches don't. Jimmy G lost his job to Mr. Disrespect the other day. Yeah, I know he did. He lost it the other day. Ooh, Jerry says, Wildcat in the Open Series. I'm telling you, man, I called it. I don't know how many weeks ago.
I'm Johnny Wishbone, psychic extraordinaire. If you need me, just think Johnny Wishbone, and I come running.
I called it. I told people they are going to. I told people before the season started, when they drafted Wan'Dale Robinson and everything else, they are going to go Wishbone. They're going to go Wildcat. And I'm not talking Goldie Hawn Wildcat. Football sport of kings, better than diamond rings, better than football. I'm telling you right now. Okay, he's there, but he's not there. I see a picture, but I don't see a picture. There's no sound yet, but we have a guest coming in here. Coaches motivate, but never get into fights with players by getting physical. They don't, because the problem is you cannot then tell your guys, maintain your composure. Maintain it. How can I sit there now and preach to someone to maintain their composure when I lost mine and attacked a linebacker? Who else thinks Bob Johnson looks like Rob Zombie? He looks like Rob Zombie. We got T-Brad. We got LJ.
We got them all here. We got Saeed. We got all. It's all homing. That's the time Van Gundy got punched in the court. No, the Van Gundy thing doesn't count, especially when he's holding on to what's his name's leg. Was it Patrick Ewing's leg? Let's hope you're right. I'm hoping I'm right. You never know. I like that bird. What is that? What logo is that for? I was thinking it's a Blue Jays. We are lining up Daniel Jones at wide. Put him in a tight end. LJ says he's late. No, the party's not over, LJ. Party's not over. We got T-Brad trying to jump in here, but he must be having some audio technical difficulties. If you want to jump in, I put the link in there. I always love to talk to everybody. Our man Tim is winning all day, every day, twice on game day, 3 times on game day. Big Saeed comes out and says, assuming we dump Danny after the season, what are your options next? You're going to have to take a quarterback in the draft. And it's too early to prognosticate who is going to be anything in the draft. But you figure you're going to have to take a quarterback. Poor T-Brad is trying real hard. He's trying real hard here. We had a great guy came in the other day, and I cannot remember his name. That's going to bug me because he was great, and I can't remember his name now on the stream. Tyrod, better than Geno by far. Tyrod can put up 500 yards quick. I hope Jones gets 200 on a great day without 2. I hope Daniel Jones plays well. I hope he does. But if he does, don't go crazy. So no thoughts on getting the Garoppolo proven winner. My thoughts are he's probably going to end up in Seattle. He might even end up in Cleveland. If he gets waived, he's still going to want to get paid. So, I mean, at this point in time, can you really bring in a guy to learn the system this quickly? It would have made more sense a couple weeks ago, but a couple weeks ago, San Francisco was trying to get something for him. We got Fabian. What's up, Fabian? We got Fabian. Are we ready for tonight? Of course we're ready for tonight. Plus turnovers. Yes, Adrian, you're right. Plus turnovers. I love this one, though, from Chill Daddy. Danny, stop caps. We are ready. Happy birthday. Everyone say happy birthday to Greg. I'd like to say, Tim, I didn't like it when one of our coaches get into an altercation with players. I get to it, he was backing up his player, but coaches must be careful. Anyone remember Urban? Great point. Does anyone remember Urban Meyer? You can't go after a player. You can't. Tony is out tonight. Yes. LJ has told us that Tony is out, but you can't go after a player. You can't. You just can't. Mark Colombo got fired for going after a head coach. T-Brad is trying, man. T-Brad. LJ, where are you at? Why aren't you jumping on what T-Brad's trying to figure it out? With only 3 games now, we got to play potential starters, though, more especially with 2 games to 3. I think, like I said, I think we're going to go a series to 2 series. Unless there are a bunch of Greg. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You're getting it all, Greg. Happy birthday, dear Greg. Happy birthday to you and many more. Welcome. What do you got behind you?
I have a little studio over here,
Oh. And you knocked out your camera.
Yeah, sorry.
There's my ass right for being nosy and see what the hell is behind you.
Yeah, little studio and stuff I make.
What do you? I was gonna say, what are you making there? What are you mixing there?
I do audio production, commercials, jingles, everything.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
I was gonna ask you if you need a cool instrumental. I'll give you one for the Knicks.
I was gonna say I do. You got my email.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like I said, I use all the help I can get on this channel.
So Tim, what do you think about the season?
I think you're lucky.
I am from New York, Long Island. I lived out here, so I was 35 years old.
I think you're lucky you're in Sweden. That's what I think of the season. I think you're lucky you're in Sweden. I think it's 5 wins. I think it's going to be difficult at times because, like I said, you're relying on you're relying on Adoree Jackson, then someone else, and then Xavier McKinney and someone else. The linebackers are a little suspect. Your pass rush needs to be there. Are you gonna get burned quite? And I said my biggest concern is I'm worried that a professional quarterback is going to pick this team apart.
Yeah, because CB2, that really scares me. And if we have any injury to any of the cornerbacks, we're in deep trouble. Or both cornerbacks.
If Adoree Jackson goes down,
woof.
I'm not filled with confidence if Adoree Jackson goes down.
And that's funny because Daniel Jones might have a great season, and because we lose both cornerbacks, and like it will be over because like we'll get picked apart, and then
Yeah.
Daniel Jones will be forced to throw.
Yeah, and that's what I didn't even. Which is funny. That just didn't even dawn on me. I've been thinking run heavy for the last couple of weeks now. But to your point, if if the defense starts getting burned, if it's a bad analogy, but they always refer to it as the Pearl Harbor defense when you're getting bombed. If that's happening, Daniel Jones is going to have more on his back to carry this team, and you won't be able to go run heavy. You won't be able to do that. You won't be able to utilize Saquon as much as you think you can. What do you think about Saquon this year? He looks good. Have you been watching a lot of the camp?
You know what, Saquon, I was like really excited when we first drafted Saquon Barkley. If we imagine we got Sam Darnold, we've been laughing to.
We'd be wishing we had Saquon Barkley.
Darnold, and rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins. But like imagine got either one of those guys. So who was the number one pick that year? That was the defensive end, right, from Washington, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's the only good top 5 pick, probably.
Yeah, you know what? You don't really think about it that way. No, Baker Mayfield went with Saquon Barkley draft.
Yes, right. That
was the Baker Mayfield draft. I had to think about that for a second, but and we know how his career has ended up now in Carolina, so we have to kind of just wait and see. But do you think Saquon can have a resurgence?
Running backs nowadays are a dime a dozen. You can get somebody in the 6th round or 5th round. Saquon's a freak athlete. I want to say yes, but like Saquon is like 6'1" and 240 pounds. Run people over. Run north and south. Stop the juking.
He did run over Darnay Holmes, which started the fight. Which was one of the places that started the fight.
Darnay Holmes is 5'9", 170 pounds. I can run him over.
I could probably run him over with my car.
It's like anybody can run him over. Like you blow the wind could blow him over.
We have a special guest that wants to drop in and say happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Special guest from the New York Giants. I'm blind. It's the T-Brad.
Yo, happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday.
Thanks, man.
Even better than anyone from the New York Giants because he's got his Giant gears on. The T-Brad's ready. What jersey you wear? What's the number you got on?
We're going with Saquon.
We're going with Saquon to Dawn.
I'm going to go with somebody who's been playing good in training camp from what I hear.
I was just picking Greg's brain about Saquon. What do you think this season's going to look like? Do you think he's going to go back to his first 2 years, or do we think that it's going to be an average season?
I will say this, and it's going to be a long version. My personal opinion of Saquon is he had the injuries and all of that, but the line failed him just as much as it failed Daniel Jones.
Good point.
So if that line can get out there, and man, I seen a little clip of Evan Neal. I said, man, if he's doing this all year, Saquon's going to have some room, and we can actually go back to old school football and use the run to set up the pass.
Yeah.
You know, that I mean, I'm going to hitch my wagon to Saquon before Daniel Jones. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Mike wants to know if Tony's going to be out. No, Tony's out tonight. He is not playing tonight, which is
that's kind of normal.
Yeah, that's kind of normal. Jerry says, I forgot all about Wildcats. That movie was wonderful. Corey said, you know what? I think Corey's got this one written well. I don't care if the Giants win or lose. I want to see everyone come out healthy. Greg, if there was one thing you want to see tonight, though, if there's one thing that's going to make you feel more comfortable about going into week 2 of preseason, what is that going to be for the Giants?
I was going to say Kadarius Toney, but that's ruined.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Hold up, I want to see Saquon go for a big run, and I want to see Daniel Jones throw a bomb.
Okay, T-Brad, what's the one thing that's going to make you feel good about coming out of this game tonight of New England?
Honestly, just not being injured. That's enough. Yeah. I'd like to see I'm more concerned with seeing the defense, honestly. I want to see the defense actually get after people and making some plays because we don't have an offense yet.
Not yet, but it's going to come around. Saeed, see you later. Saeed is out here. Rick, we got in the chat saying, I'm a Blue Jay fan, Canadian, Joe Carter. I'm just throwing out Joe Carter. But I love the Giants. Been a fan since 86. So you were a fan of Phil Simms, Lawrence Taylor, Harry Carson's. You had Carl Banks. You had Mr. Reasons and everyone else that day. So that's a good time to be a fan. Thank you. What are you thanking me for, OGR? OGR Sports texted me saying thank you. I must have did something great, but I don't know about. If Greg, I want to ask you this is probably the question that is kind of on every Giant fan's mind, and I think you have unique qualifications to answer this question. How badly does Kadarius Toney's music suck? Let's be honest. I've heard it, and I'm a hip hop guy. I'm a rap guy.
I'm 44 years old. I'm 45. Excuse me. I've been around all types of hip hop since the beginning of time, probably, and he's garbage.
Thank you.
He's garbage.
I still have the original battle tape between LL Cool J and Cool Mo D.
Cool Mo D.
I still have that tape.
Yeah.
You know, so you know
you
what?
gotta put that on digital.
You're lucky I get on the freaking internet. And I'm gonna put stuff on digital. Yeah, that's my next job I'm gonna have.
Yeah, take all your tapes.
You put it on my tape. I still got a tape player. That's even the worst part. I should stop talking about that because I seem like I'm old. But T-Brad, do you think the hype around I should not even say the hype. It's more of the self-hype around Kayvon Thibodeau. I'm getting 17 sacks. The Giants are winning the NFC East. I'm leading the Giants to the NFC East was the quote. Do you think that any of this can backfire on him in regards to the fact that, let's say he's 7 weeks into the season, he's got like 2 sacks?
Well, they say fake it till you make it. That's a phrase I've heard. You can't fake sacks. You can have the almost sack. You can't have the almost sack. But I think he's just going out there trying to set the bar, and maybe if I talk some trash, I got to go in here and work harder to back it up. If that's what he needs to motivate himself, the truth is going to be told between the end zones. The truth will be told.
The truth will be there. LJ's working. That's not an excuse. Same question to you, Greg. I mean, this, because you, and now that I know that you're in production and stuff, people always overhype themselves. Yeah, and I love the T-Brad expression, fake it till you make it. Is he going to get himself in a world of trouble with the New York media if he doesn't make it and make it soon?
I think he's very media savvy. That's one thing I can say by himself, and he knows how to brand himself. Maybe he won't get 17 sacks. Maybe he'll get 8, just like Ozies did last year.
Yep.
Maybe 9. That would be a great season for him. If they can both get 9, that would be a great defense.
So you guys, would you both be happy if he came up with 8 sacks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was easy. Mazinga says happy birthday, Greg. Best wishes.
Thanks, guys.
We also have Strider say, okay, Tim, I got to go to volleyball practice. Girls need coaching.
I'll let you guys go. Have a great one, guys. Thank you.
I'm not going to answer that one. Girls need coach. I'm not getting into that one. We lost Greg from Sweden. OG Knockout. What's going on, man? I saw you on the stream yesterday with Chris Vegas and all that fun stuff. Fabian says 5-7 wins for me. T-Brad, it's early. We haven't even taken a snap. What's your win total?
5 wins.
5 wins. Do you think there is anything that could majorly happen that either way that the pendulum could swing below or above that 5 wins?
Good quarterback play.
And how good is the quarterback?
Good and consistent quarterback play. Like, when guys are open, he throws the ball on time, not holding the ball and creating sacks for yourself. Getting a rhythm, just doing the stuff quarterbacks do.
All right.
Doing the stuff good quarterbacks do. That's really, we've got a whole lot of holes, but we addressed so many in the draft and free agency over the last 2 years. It's like, all right, Daniel Jones, it's your time to shine. Him and Saquon are both at the same crossroads.
Yep. No, I think you're right. And Greg evidently had a drop off. Greg says, thank you, guys. Greg, you should have just said bye. But it's your birthday. Logic Finance calls out, says happy birthday. I love this one because Chill Daddy says it best. Oh, there's a couple of them here. Chill Daddy says, and I have to agree with this. I do have to agree with this. Where did he go? Did he delete his comment? Oh, no. No, there he goes. Chill Daddy said, Cool Mo D won the battle with LL with death blow and let's go. I actually have to. It was a young LL. I think he was about 16 at the time. And Cool Mo D, of course, just got out of college. So you know what? I do have to give that. I have to give the longevity of the career to LL. Yeah. But I have to, and you know what? I actually have to. I have to go with Mr. Cool Mo D with How You Like Me Now. One of my favorite songs. Go to Work. Knowledge is King. Avenue. Got a brand new car. Driving down the boulevard. Turn the corner because I want to be chilling hard. Greg is back. I was just doing LL.
Take
No,
those
no,
L's.
definitely
Rock
LL
those
on that one.
L's.
Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Oh, that's another good one. That's another good one.
King Hercules.
That's
But
that's
the story. Does anyone know how the story of that battle actually started?
No, actually, I don't.
I forgot.
The story I got on how that battle started was LL came out with bigger and better, bigger and deafer, or something like that, and I think it was Kumo D came up with something, and whatever happened, there was a poster up, and one person took it the wrong way, and I'm gonna make a song, you make a song, no conversation, just I'm gonna make a song, you make a song, I'm gonna make a song, you make a song.
See, those were the back in the days where you were getting tapes out of trunks of cars.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
you had to find the music. Yeah,
you had to find the music. You really did. You know, and I don't know if you've noticed this, but you know, I certain areas where that music was sold, I stood out a little bit. You know, I didn't really blend. But you know, but and that's what people don't get. Hip hop back in the day was just everything was a battle. Yeah, I mean everything was, and it was that one thing that someone got or felt they were disrespected about something, but you didn't do anything else. But then a day later, you know, you're looking in the trunks of cars for someone dubbing their tapes.
And they never really got paid, so they were really doing it for the art.
Yeah,
you know, it was about who's number one and who could really trash you and all that. And I mean, is this a Giant stream or a hip hop stream? But anyway,
I know we got to.
I could fall into that for a while. So
could I.
Nobody up.
I'm sorry, we're talking Giants here. What are we talking about?
But yeah, those battles are legendary.
Let's get to some questions. Rick says, not turning the ball over like Jones does. He's only he has also 29 interceptions over the last couple of years. Do you guys think that Daniel Jones can cut down on the interceptions? He's cut down on the fumbles. You got to give him credit. And we're going to start with Greg because he's shaking his head. Yes. Do you think that he can cut down on those interceptions?
You know, he was throwing to like D and F wide receivers. Don't get it twisted. Like but I could have caught balls out there. Like some of the ball, he had Evan Ingram for Christ's sakes, olive oil hands, WD-40 hands, and like you know, it's going to be interesting. I don't know with Daniel Jones, man. Like I just want to see Giants do good. I'm a Giants fan. My first Super Bowl I ever saw the New York Giants team. I'm a New York Giant fan, a Met fan, and a Knicks fan. I never folded. I never been a front runner, and I just hope the best for the Giants. That's it. I want the guy to do good.
Same question to you, T. Brad. Can he figure out how to not, you know, create that turnover in regards to throwing the ball?
Hold on 1 second. Let me give him a call. He doesn't think he's going to be able to. He's going to try his best.
He doesn't think he's going to be able to.
Hey, trust me. As a Giants fan, I would love nothing more than him to come in looking like Josh Allen, slinging the ball around and making plays outside the pocket, extending plays. But I haven't, from the small body of successful work of Daniel Jones, I've seen nothing to show me that it's going to improve.
Right.
The best game of Daniel Jones to me was the Buccaneers game. I was like, whoa, I think this guy can play. Saquon went down. He picked it up. I said, yo, this guy can play. But you have to be consistent. You know, it's different between you coming in the game and, you know, tearing it up and no one's really scouted for you. But then when people see your tendencies and stuff like that,
right,
you know, you have to change as well. So I haven't seen it. I'm hoping I'm wrong.
What do you got, Greg?
Wait, we also had Joe Judge calling plays, right?
You had Jason Garrett and then Freddie Kitchens.
AKA Jason Garrett and Freddie Kitchens, right?
And we're going to say that. It's a good way.
And who was the year before? That was
Jason Garrett was the year before too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So like
you had 2 seasons of Garrett.
But how did what's his name? How did Pat get so much like out of Daniel Jones? I can't believe someone could regress like that.
Well, I've said this a million times that if you watch the footage, Pat Shurmur was extremely intelligent with Daniel Jones. That's why I wish he would have got another year with him. He made him a one-read quarterback. He cut the field in half. He gave him a first option, a short option, and then he gave him a check down. And then he told them, you know, go towards your first option, which I find very interesting that Brian Dable ran a drill the other day where Daniel Jones only threw to his first option. And I thought that was very interesting because that's kind of what that Shermer did to Jones his rookie season. And he was smart enough to understand this kid does not have the fastest processing ability, so let's cut the field in half, give him 2 options and a check down, and tell him look at your first option immediately, and if it's there, throw.
Daniel Jones he's not a stupid person. He went to Duke, for Christ's sake. Can't go to Duke and be stupid.
Listen, I
You
went to
also
college
can't go
and
to Duke and be an NFL quarterback either.
I graduated from college and I'm not that bright. Okay, let's not say these things. Let's not talk about that.
I don't know.
Hey, has anybody heard Malik Willis is actually playing good in camp so far?
He is lighting it up in camp. I got friends that are Titan fans, and I get videos every day. I post them on Twitter all the time. He plays. That's one of the reasons I'm not streaming or doing the game tonight, the play-by-play, is because Malik plays at 7:30. So I was like, I am not missing his first couple. He probably won't play the second quarter, but I'm like, I'm not missing his first series.
Yeah, are they playing? Are they playing both on NFL Network, or they're just playing the Giants on NFL Network?
Well, if you go to NFL.com, NFL.com has this thing called NFL Plus, and you can watch all the preseason games. And I think it's $4.99 a month, but you get 7 days for free. So
trust me, I'll be able to get the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, trust me, I'll be able to get the game.
And you'll be making my tapes digital. Because I'm not running back down to 135th Street.
Man, I had so many DJ Juice and Doo Wop, the S&S tapes. I would love to.
Doo Wop was the best.
Yeah, Doo Wop was the beast. Bounce fly, yeah.
Oh my God. We got to get back to Giants. USO says the only thing that matters between now and September is limited injuries. I'd love to see their roster come out healthy week 1, jacked up on all the changes we have made. Do you guys think, and I've said this before, and I'm curious because I just pontificate about it all the time. I've said this before. Normally on a 53-man roster, if you make the team, the final 3 positions are up for grabs either way after cut down. So I always say don't unpack your bags. But I'm thinking it could be as much as the last 7 spots on this roster from 46 to 53 that could still be in play when they cut down. Do you think that, Greg, that's over or underestimating that number?
No, I think you're right on. I think you're right on the money. We have a lack of depth at corner. We have a lack of depth at linebacker, offensive line. You could say the guard position. Yeah, I can see it happening. And we can shop off the dollar menu. I call free agency after it's the dollar menu. Maybe we get that good dollar menu burger.
Nothing wrong with the dollar menu. You got kids.
We only got $1.
Menu. Especially if we get $1.06 you have to have. But T-Brad, same question. Do you think I'm overestimating or underestimating that number 7?
I think you're right on, and it's so hard to do. Like his brother was saying, is like if you look at safety alone. Yeah, we drafted safety. What happens? He gets hurt. But, we had a little bit of depth, and then we draft somebody and he gets hurt. So yeah, it's hard to put together who the last people are going to be because nothing's really set.
Yeah.
Offensive line, who's there? Who's the backup? Like, I'd love to see our depth chart.
Yeah. Well, the unofficial depth chart came out 2 days ago, it came out 2 days ago. So, like I said, that's and it's the unofficial, and it's going to change. Todd says, "Remember the NFL replays all I don't want to watch the replay. I want to watch the game, Todd. I'm watching the game.
I'm going to get the excitement.
I'm watching Malik Willis." Are you worried about Kadarius Toney not starting week 1 due to injuries? Greg, are you worried about the health of Kadarius Toney?
I was so excited about Kadarius Toney. He's really explosive. He has good moves. Yeah, I'm really scared.
I like that answer. Yeah. Okay. I'm not happy about it. T-Rod, same question. Are you any? I mean, is there a big concern, a little bit of concern, no concern?
No concern at all, just due to the fact he never plays. So, if he plays, it's a bonus.
I was going to say, you can't miss what you don't have.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong. When we drafted him, I really liked him out of Florida. I like his potential. He played the one game, and you've seen it there. But it's I'm to the point we're just going to talk about the players we have on the field. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, my
If he
dad's
plays, awesome.
That's
ability is availability.
That's
Yes.
actually great. That's a great way to put it. Dominic Palmer's in the chat. Dom, are you home? I'm gonna put the link up, Dom. If you're home, jump in before because we're gonna be heading out in a little bit. But check in,
And
Dom.
it's almost time for proper drinks. I'll be here till 6.
It's almost time. I will be here. Maybe well, maybe we can hang out till 6. I got stuff
No,
going on.
I'll be here till 6.
I know,
how
but I'm
long
thinking
you're
now maybe I'll be here till 6. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. I got food cooking upstairs, but I can smell it. Mr. Authentic, what's up, Tim? What's up, family? How you doing, Mr. Authentic? How's everything going? Logic's finest. What's up? Everyone's here. Dom, if you just got home from work, you got the T-Brad, you got the Greg. Everyone's sitting here waiting on you. We've kept this stream going because we knew you were coming in. Mr. Authentic, if you're in and around, jump in as well. Because you know what? We want to talk about Giants. We want to get everyone's opinion on this. We want to get some facts about this. We want to know, we want everyone to feel like everything's going good, going fine. If there was a worst case scenario, Greg, a worst case scenario outside of injuries, what would the worst case scenario be in this game? Uh-oh. Hold on. Everyone get ready. We got the funk. We got the funk. It's Dominic Palmer, fresh from London. He just came off the train.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, love. How you doing? We actually had a dedication to you earlier. And he's gone.
Uh-oh, did he freeze up?
Oh, there you go, Dom.
Hey, well, how are you?
Hello,
Dom just got home from work.
Literally.
So literally, he was on the late train out of London. So we got to cut Dom a little slack, looking proper, looking dapper. Those that do not know, of course, this is Dominic Palmer. Well, but he's back. He's gone. Dom, what's going on?
Super hot in London.
What's the weather in London today?
Hot.
Is that like
it's
hot?
like 75 degrees.
It's like 75. Oh, it's burning up. Dom, of course, everyone is going to be flying in to go to his first Giant game this preseason, this 21st. We're gonna have the ticket giveaway. I haven't decided a day. I'm gonna think maybe Sunday show, and we're gonna have potentially we could be giving away 2 tickets now to hang out with me, hang out with Dom, OGR Sports, and James, the venerable James Williams. Dom, you look tired.
I'm all right. I'm good. I've been drinking, but I'm good.
Oh, he's been drinking, so that's even better.
Proper drinks.
The proper drinks. But Greg, I want to get back to you real quick. What is the worst case scenario out of this game, barring an injury for the Giants?
I mean, injury is the worst case scenario, right? I mean, you get blown out. You just want to see what you've got.
That's what I said, barring injury.
I mean, worst case scenario is that the king of the idiots gets to take the piss out of me for several weeks, right?
King of the Idiots is also Dom's friend from the UK, who happens to be a Pats fan. So we think of him highly. But Greg, what is your worst case scenario of this game, barring injuries? Eliminating injuries, what's the worst case scenario for the Giants coming out of this game?
You know, if we see Daniel Jones with the same deer in the headlights when he's progressing through the offense, he's not getting the reads. You know, you should be able to see he's getting his third read, he's getting his first read. Of course, we're going to have a vanilla offense. You know, that's what we do is preseason. But you can pretty much tell if someone got the offense or not. That's what's scary.
T-Brad, same question. What's the outside of someone getting hurt? What's your worst case scenario?
I should start it off like Dom and say, well, with injuries. No. Well,
I love that.
I'm going to be honest. Either Neal or Thibodeau just looking like they don't belong. That would be the worst case scenario. Like they go out there and they just look terrible. Like Thibodeau is trying to rush, he's getting, thrown around, or Evan Neal's giving up sacks and not making holes. That would be the worst case scenario for me, given the state of the team.
I agree. Lorenzo says, looking like the Giants' first stringers against the Pats' second stringers. Let's hope they look good. But what's up, Tim? What's up, Lorenzo? You know what? I saw this before. Belichick doesn't like to play, and that's the question I have, Dom. Last time that the Giants played the Pats, Belichick didn't really play anyone, and the Giants kind of got showed up by guys that were probably going to be working at Home Depot or selling insurance. Do you have any concern that could happen with our first teamers in this first quarter?
I think it's going to be interesting. The two offensive lines, the two offenses in general, right? They've both been struggling at camp by and large. I think that's going to be interesting. Am I concerned? No, it's a preseason game. It's about learning. It's about seeing what we got. And look, it's a season with no expectations. I'd be more concerned 12 months' time if that happened again. But at this point, no. But obviously, you don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I agree. OG Knockouts. It's the real problem with Daniel Jones is that he's still playing football on a college level, and everyone else is playing Madden. Yeah, Logic Smiles gives a big shout out to Dom. Fabian's got a good question here because I love this question. Whose smoke detector needs batteries?
That's me.
I keep hearing that chirp too, and in Sweden, the chirp I think is different.
I'm saying I'm like
Greg in London.
I gotta get some 9 volts.
In the UK, in the UK, it's hello, love, change the batteries. That's what happens. I know over in London. Dom, how excited are you going to be to hang out with me?
Massively looking forward to it. Literally, we've been saving energy. We've been not lighting the lamps. Everything to make sure that Jack makes it to the East Coast next week.
Yeah, it's only a week away. That's crazy. Irish Rover says we can't stop the third string offense. We can't move the ball against the third string defense. That is his woe. That is his issue. Dom, if there is one player, and let's not go with any of the big names, but if there's one player, and I'm gonna ask Greg and T-Brad the same question, but if there's one player that you want to see outside of Kayvon Thibodeau, outside of Wandale Robinson, but if there's one guy that you really want to see play, and I know you can't, but if you did, who would that one player be?
Me, was that?
What's that?
Was that me?
Yes, you're Dom.
McKinney
I'm sorry,
and
Duke
Holmes.
the Funk.
McKinney and Holmes, I think, will be quite interesting to see play. Can they replicate what they've been doing in camp on the pitch? I think that'll be interesting to see.
Okay. T-Brad, same question. Outside of the big names, who are you looking forward to seeing tonight?
Azeez Ojulari.
He's not playing.
Well, that makes
he's got the red jersey on.
Will Wandale Robinson play?
Outside of the big names.
Is he a big name? He's a
second rounder. Yeah, he's a big name.
Oh, man. All right. Where are we going to go?
Greg is sitting there going, I got to come up with something, man. He's
going to me next. I don't know who the big names are. I'm going to say, I guess I'll go with McKinney as well.
Okay.
There's one draft pick, the linebacker, but I don't know if he's playing.
Which one? McFadden
from
or
Indiana?
Beavers?
The one from Indiana?
Duke of Funk, why I got you on twice here?
Because I'm switching my phone because I get a better connection.
Oh, okay. So you want to see one of the linebackers? All right, we lost it. Greg, who is your guy? Who is outside of the big names?
What are the big names?
Wandale Robinson would be a big name. Kadarius Toney would be not Kadarius Toney. Kayvon Thibodeau would be a big name. Daniel Jones.
I think McKinney's a big name, the only all-star you could say. But I would like to see. I want to see if KJ can get separated.
I'm sorry, you broke up there.
One ball. I don't think he's even a big name anymore.
Who's that?
Galladay.
Oh, Kenny. I don't know how much Kenny's gonna. You know what? That's actually funny. I don't think he's a big name anymore either. I like to see Bellinger.
Yeah.
Nice.
See what he what's his name? Corbin out of Florida State, the running back. I'd be kind of curious to see what he can do.
Yes, I'm very interested.
We actually had his
Don't say anything about Florida State.
Don't say anything about Florida State. We actually had his cousin on the stream last weekend. So I'd be curious about this. Mr. Authentic said, Dom, I can't get you a link to the game if you need it. Dom, yes, go. But the problem with Dom is I think it's 11. It's 10:38 right now where Dom is. By the time the game starts, it's going to be 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's 11:38 over here. I understand you, Dom.
It'll be late my time, but I massively appreciate that.
I think I'm still gonna watch it. I'm on
You're still gonna watch it. Greg is still gonna watch it. Greg wasn't on the train. The Dom. Why didn't you just take your broom from Hogsworth? Let's just fly over for that, man. I heard that's faster. We've been stuck at 72 likes for a while. We still got over 70 people in the room, so I'm not happy about that. I'm not upset about it, but I'm not happy about it.
Tim, have you ever been on the underground?
Have you ever been? You know what? Yes, I have. In London, yes, I have.
There's no air conditioning.
Nope,
At
none at all.
all.
None at all.
100 degrees. There's no air. You feel like death. I had like a job out there last year. I wanted to die. I was like, fuck, man.
It depends what line you're on. Some lines have aircon.
Listen, evidently, you haven't been in the subway in New York recently.
Oh, nope.
You got a 50-50 chance of getting out alive now. So either by someone gassing you or pushing you onto the tracks.
I can tell you. I can tell you a funny story about that though. I was in New York and I was going to school in the Bronx, computer school, and so we were going back to Long Island. Rush hour was me and my friend, and all
right, that story went on too long already.
Oh, we got one.
I was joking. So you and your friend, you're going there. It's rush hour.
Okay, so it was rush hour on the train, and then people kept on coming to the train. There was nowhere, like people are sitting on on the doors, and then like more people came in, and my friend just flipped out. He was like, "Nobody's come on the effing train, nobody!" And it was like crazy. It was,
I think I saw your friend a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
there were some people yelling on the train the other day. Dom, your hair looks wild. I would just like you to know. I would just like you to know that game starts in an hour and 20 minutes. LJ says Dom looks like his legs are dangling off the couch.
Do you know what the word
Don't ever
is?
disrespect me with your legs hanging off the couch.
Dom, I would like to tell you one thing, Dom, before you cut, because Dom is staying at Casa de Online Big Blue. I just want to let you know we have adult furniture here. So just want to make sure you know that, okay? So the couches might look a little bigger here than they do over there. Dom, it's all love.
I live in a building site at the moment, so I'm not going to complain.
That's true. I forgot about you. You got a lot of stuff. You got a lot of stuff going on too. Dom's got a lot of stuff going on at the Casa. So you know what? We're all excited. You know what? The whole Online Big Blue family, Baby Blue, Mrs. Online Big Blue, we're all very excited that Dom is heading out here. Shocked, stunned. I did mention to him, the last Englishman that showed up never made it out alive. But you know what? I give Dom a 50-50 chance. The game starts in 1 hour and 18 minutes. We are that far away from kickoff. And I'm
actually excited.
I'm excited too. I was about to ask everyone, because Greg's manning up, Dom, and watching it. But I mean, is this preseason give you any? And I'm going to start with T-Brad. Does this preseason give you any more hope than the last two did?
Yes.
Well, we're not drinking.
Yes, judge is not there, so yes. Just from a front office standpoint alone.
There we go.
Just from a front
better.
office standpoint alone, yes, we're better.
Then we're better. Same question, Greg. Does this give you any more excitement this year?
I'm optimistic this year at least. But last year, I knew we were going to be terrible. I never believed in Gettleman. As soon as I heard that Boston accent, hated him. I knew we didn't belong in New York. Joe Judge too, and I was right with you, Tim. And all the online other creators like, yeah, you better believe. I was like, oh, Tim was the only one that felt like me. Yes, this year I'm a little bit more optimistic.
Right.
Anna Jones doesn't work out. We'll be picking we'll be picking AR from Florida Gators.
Yep.
And
good. Anthony Richardson doesn't want to be called AR anymore. He's getting away.
We'll be picking Van Dyke from University of Miami. We'll be picking Van Dyke.
Good.
We'll be picking Dick Van Dyke from that famous movie that Dom loves. Hello, the governor. Dom.
I absolutely hate that movie, by the way.
Oh, you gotta love Mary Poppins.
No,
Dom,
you don't.
Dom, do you have the same excitement? Do you have any more excitement or any less excitement, or are you just the same from last season? Coming up to this year.
I mean, I think revisionist history is important to remember here. So, I mean, I'm excited for the season. I don't have high expectations, but football's back, right? And when we love football, so excited to watch the season. I think if we're honest, 12 months ago we probably expected more. You look back and you think, God, it didn't go well. So I'm not necessarily more excited, but I'm excited for the whole season. Looking forward to it. And look, if we win 4 or 5 games, then we win 4 or 5 games. I think just excited. Now I have some faith in this regime. They've done nothing to say it's going to be brilliant. You know, you can only judge them what they're doing, but I think this regime feels more right than a Gettleman regime does, and it feels like it's got a bit of a plan. Whether that plan works or not, time will tell. But having firm faith in a plan is important, and therefore I'm excited.
My high school football coach is better than Gettleman.
That ain't saying much. That's just insulting high school football coaches. We all had 78 likes. We moved up one like. Let's get up to at least 85 before we head out. Mazinga says, "Poor Dom, the Hobbit." That's mean. Dom, we are going to be when we go to the game on the 21st. We're wearing matching online Big Blue shirts. I was going to do jerseys, but it's going to be really hot, so I did the online Big Blue polos, and I put in everyone's moniker underneath the logo. And I have to admit, I finished the shirts today, Dom, and I'm not calling you the Hobbit. The Dom shirt was going to be the Hobbit. I have changed it. I am not calling you the Hobbit, and I'm not going to tell you what your name is until you show up.
Oh dear Lord!
No,
I'm more worried about the sign you're going to turn up at the airport with, if I'm honest.
I've already told Dom I'm going to sit there. If anyone's seen the movie, I think it's Stepfathers 2. I think it's with Will Ferrell and his father, and he comes to get his father at the airport, and he's got a daddy sign. And I told Dom, I said I'm gonna sit there with a daddy sign and wait for him in the airport and wait till he comes out. OG Knockout said Tim keeps it real. Mazinga has to sit there and says, when you see Dom, you become I'm cuffed to the bits. What?
Chuffed to bits.
Chopped to bits. All right.
Chuffed.
Swing TV said, let's go, Big Blue. I'm excited. At the end of the day, guys, and this is, like I said, this is going to be the interesting learning experience for this fan base. And I think we got to kind of wait and see where we're going to go with this and how this is going to progress. But you know what? It is week 1. It is the first game. It is now 10:45. I got some stuff on the stove. I want to go around the room here, and I want to get everyone's not a final thought, but everyone's just thought of the season. Everyone's just, if you want to say, you know what, this is a good thing you want to do. If you want to say something to the Giant fan base right now about this year, what do you want to say? And I'm going to start with Greg, because I'm always putting T-Brad on the spot first. So this time we're going to go with Greg. What is your, even if it's a motto or a moniker for this season for Giant fans and everyone watching, what is it, Greg?
It's 2 words. Both sides of the ball. Be patient.
Be patient.
Don't expect big things. They excel, overachieve. I can see that maybe not.
No, Greg, you keep breaking up.
Sorry.
Now we can't hear you at all.
Push the button.
Push the button. Push the sound button.
You hear me?
Greg looks like my daughter when she's trying to count past 10 at the moment. Concentrate, I can do it.
That's right. Oh, we lost him. Duke of Funk. What is your motto? What is your moniker? What do you want Giant fans to think about this season, or just in general? What do you want to just say to them in regards to as we are less than an hour and 12 minutes away from kickoff the preseason?
I mean, I think Greg summed it up right. I mean, it is be patient. Like, just take your time. Let's see what happens. But look, enjoy the season. Whatever happens, happens. Right? If we get 6 or 7 players coming out this season that have that are future, players on this team, then brilliant, amazing. Let's roll that. Let's just enjoy it. The season is what it's going to be. But don't expect like the Super Bowl this year. Like, if we get 5-6 wins, enjoy it.
I like that. Greg, are you back?
Yep.
All right. So what is your you look like you were saying something intelligent.
No,
that's a rarity for this show.
He was.
No, on both sides of the ball, guys, we got to be patient. I can see the Giants maybe, if we overachieve, maybe 9 wins. If we underachieve, maybe 5 or 4 wins. And it's going to be rough in the beginning. New offense, new defense on both sides. Could be injuries, the corners. We might be picked in the top 10 again. But I
think some people are hoping that.
No, I'm not hoping that. I'm a Giants fan. I want to see us out the top 10. I'm tired of seeing this stuff.
Oh, I said the same thing the other day. I said the same thing. I don't want to. I want to get out of the top 10 for a change. That's what I'm saying. I want to. If we won 7 games and we're picking 17, I'm kind of happy.
But Tim, what's your overachieving win total and what's your underachieving win total?
My underachieving win total is 3. My overachieving is 7.
What?
Yeah, I think it's a 5-win team.
But we can. Come on, Tim. We can do better than that.
No,
no. We can get 3 in the division. Come on.
Mike. You know what?
From who?
How many games? How many games did we win last year?
Carson Wentz never. Then he got Heineken coming, whatever his name is.
But you got Tyler Heineke sitting behind.
Yeah.
I mean, you still got Dak. You know, Jalen's got Minshew behind him.
And Philly's scary, bro.
Phillies, if you look at their defense and you look at what they can do offensively, I never like giving Philly any props besides cheesesteaks. But
I went to a game there one time. It was the worst time in my life. I hate you. Sorry.
You could. It's okay. My thing is this. I heard all last year that the last 7 to 8 games of our schedule is going to be a cakewalk. We have to just get through the first 10 games. Once we get through those 10 games, it's going to be easy. We're going to rock it out. And I kept telling people, listen.
How'd that work out?
Didn't work out well. And I told people, you cannot prognosticate in August what's going to happen in December because you don't know what team's going to be good that year. You don't know what team's going to be bad that year. There's always that change and that flux.
Who saw the Bengals going to the Super Bowl, right? Bengals, easy game. They've got no O-line.
Easy game. Yeah, good point. No offensive line. They traded Billy Price to us, and that's how bad that was their big giveaway, and that didn't work out. But like I said, yeah, that's just that's what I'm seeing. T-Brad, you've had a long time to think. You've had a long time to think.
What I hate to just say the same things because people have to understand, again, we are still in rebuilding mode. Even though we had a pretty daggone good draft, we're in rebuilding mode. We're trying to set it up, in my opinion, and I said this before the draft, that we're setting up for next year to be the real team for the real push. But what I would like to tell all the fans, let's put a drink up. It would be, and have a nice little toast to the fact for the first time since like the end of October, we're statistically alive for the playoffs. And let's enjoy this while it lasts.
But Mr. Bradshaw, I've done 2 picks. I don't think we had a good draft. The first 2 picks.
I think T-Brad said it best. Everyone is undefeated in August.
Yes, we're at the top. We're 1 win. We'll be at the top of the division.
We're the top. I'm drinking that. We're the top of the heap.
Cheers to optimism.
And my birthday.
And Greg's birthday.
Cheers to your birthday.
And cheers to Greg's birthday. It is, and everyone that does not know, it is Greg's birthday. Greg from Sweden, formerly of New York.
Happy birthday, Greg.
Happy birthday from Dom.
He's in Sweden.
He's in Sweden.
He's in Sweden, so I'll say talk.
Varsågod. Tack så mycket. Tack själv.
There you go.
And I'm going to say, y'all run, red stripe.
Hey, Greg.
Greg. Oh my God, sorry.
Greg.
Yes.
Greg, apologies. I don't know the Swedish for number, but how's number Otter going to get on this year?
Who?
Number Otter.
I don't know. I don't watch. I'm not a football. I don't watch soccer, man.
I'm talking about number 8 for us. Number Otter.
Oh, 8, as in Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Otter is 8 in Swedish, I believe.
I'm going to call it right now. 27 touchdowns.
Okay.
16 interceptions.
How many yards? What's the yardage?
Almost 4,000.
Okay.
I wouldn't be upset with that.
I wouldn't be upset with it either.
That's a 9-win team.
280 rush yards.
Okay.
How many of them before he falls over?
And 50 fumbles.
And now the big question is, what is he going to do outside of Madden? So what is he going to do in the real field?
You know what? Like I watched your live stream with Bad Dog and
right.
with yourself.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. No, you guys keep talking. I got to jump off for a second.
And I thought Tim was right. Like Daniel Jones has all the physical attributes in the world. It's like in between his head. Like, and he's a smart guy. He puts the work in. I don't know what's wrong with him. Like I know we kind of did fail him, but good quarterbacks find a way to win.
I think some players, Greg, like in all sports, right, they have all the talent in the world. They just can't put it together on the pitch. And I think that's what Daniel Jones is. I just don't think he can read the game. He's not got it up there. Like I look at some of the people I've seen play various sports, and you think that player is better than that player. But the reason that player is better is because they know what to do up here, and they can read the game. They can, and that makes them a better sports player. And I think Daniel Jones, until he learns to read the game, and I don't think he ever will never be a top pro.
But it's also playing in New York. Playing in New York is like nothing other. Just the media, the wind when you play in the stadium. It's like when did we really have a good quarterback besides Eli? Phil Simms, okay, but besides that, we never had a good quarterback ever.
Y.A. Tittle won two MVPs.
Okay, you're right.
Chuck and Charlie Conley won two NFL MVPs and three championships. You had Fran Tarkenton. You had Fran who came over from our old buddies with the Vikings.
I wasn't sperm yet then.
We had Dave Brown. Don't forget Dave Brown.
And then we had Dave Brown.
Dave Brown. Don't forget him.
We also check in. You got Kerry Collins, took the team to a Super Bowl, threw up 4,000 yards. Someone's throwing out Jeff Hostetler.
That's a very underrated team.
I was actually at that Super Bowl in 2000. I was not happy about it. That was in Tampa. I was not happy about it, but I was there when Ron Dixon ran that punt and ran the kickoff back at the second half. I thought, all right, we're back in this.
Yep.
Yeah, it didn't.
You know what? I just want the Giants to get back. I'm 45 years old now, and every 10 years I saw the Giants win a Super Bowl. I want to see it happen again.
So we're going to win a Super Bowl this year.
No, not this year. I didn't say that.
Maybe we're putting a bet in Vegas.
ECK Sports says 25 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 3,800 yards. And then we got what else we got here? I saw another one. Oh, we got Crystal Blue saying Daniel Jones will have 2,000 yards passing, 19 touchdowns, 19 interceptions, 24 touchdowns. Kind of an Eli-esque season, except that Eli had a lot more yards that second year. Jeff Gunder, I love Jeff. Jeff, Three Stooges, Daniel Jones, and Daniel Jones. Oh, that's just mean.
You know what the Giants should took a flyer on? They should have got Jameis Winston.
Well, he's hurt right now too.
Really?
He hurt his foot.
Oh, damn.
I thought we should have took a flyer Malik Willis at least the third round. Don't worry, I'm over it, guys.
It's Daniel Jones at the 5. Sorry. There we go.
For Tim.
Had to find Malik Willis.
Why does Daniel Jones get so much hate? Is the name because his name is Daniel Jones? It's so plain. I never see some guy get ridiculed just like this.
Because
never.
he doesn't play well.
You can't say that. His first season, even his rookie year, he
had three good games his rookie year.
You can't say that.
He did. I can say it. I got the stats.
If they started him from game one, he probably broke a lot of rookie records.
Let me ask you this question. I gotta ask you this question before I jump off here. If you just took the name away, and I showed you his career stats,
yes,
would you say that's somebody you want on your team?
If you eliminated Daniel, you know what I think is funny? I did the
stats.
I did a podcast. I did a podcast with OGR Sports yesterday, and I gave him a quarterback, and I gave him his stats over a 10-game period compared to a Daniel Jones 10-game period. And I said, "Would you take this quarterback or Daniel Jones?" And he said, "Well, I'd have to take the other quarterback." And the other quarterback was Mason Rudolph.
Oh shit!
So I mean,
but
had a 5-5.
I think Mason Rudolph sucks.
Yeah,
as an NFL quarterback.
And he had a 5-5 record that
except at Christmas, obviously, T. Brad, where he's quite good. He lights up the sky.
But guys, listen to this. Look at Tom Brady's number when Daniel Jones was drafted, and look at Daniel Jones' numbers when they were drafted, and not far off.
Yeah, the issue, Greg. Right, the issue is we see no progression.
What?
We see no progression.
Look.
No progression.
Tom Brady had one.
Tom Brady when Daniel Jones got drafted, and look at Daniel Jones' exact numbers, they were not far off.
Tom Brady in 19. Wait a minute. I gotta drop Greg on this one. It's his birthday, and I feel bad. Tom Brady in 19, 4,057 yards, 24 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, completing 60% of his passes.
Wait. No, was it 19 he got drafted?
Yes.
What the fuck am I smoking? Wait. No.
Okay, look, if you want to say 18, 4,355 yards, 29 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 65% completion percentage.
Okay. That's been embarrassing on national TV.
Let me ask you. I like to put this in here real quick. and I don't care what position it is, what do you do? If you start here, this is the bar, this is where you start. And as the years go down, you go here and not here.
Right.
Why should we have that?
Good point.
That's it. That's it. I mean, I'm tired of the line. Oh, it's the line. Yeah, the line plays like crap. I get it. But I want to
How was Joe Burrow's line?
But it's just not the line, it's the defense, it's the linebackers. Like, we haven't drafted a linebacker in years. We haven't drafted quality receiver in years. Our team sucks, period.
Yeah, but
Tom Brady was throwing Jabbar
I don't blame
David
the defense
Patton.
on Daniel Jones. I blame Daniel Jones' play on Daniel Jones.
Yes.
Two years ago, Greg, our defense was near enough top 10, and yet we still weren't seeing the offense explode, right? I mean, the issue with Daniel Jones, right, and the reason fan base is split is because we want him to succeed. We want to be successful, and you're not successful without a successful quarterback. We haven't got that, and we haven't seen progression, and that's the frustration boiling over. And then you do two ways. You either say he's shocking and he's terrible and he can't play, or you defend him to the hill. The reality is he's not getting results regardless, and that's why.
Well, Mr. Authentic brings up two great points. Tom Brady had a fumbling issues his first three seasons, but he also mentions that, especially early on, the Patriots really had offensive Pro Bowlers. Tom was still lighting it up. And if you look at Tom Brady's progression from season 2 to 3, season 2, he had 2,800, 18 and 12. Season 3, he went to 3,700, 28 and 14.
How many top level receivers has Brady had in his career when he was at?
Well, you had Randy Moss. You also had
but
Gronk.
Randy Moss was coming towards the end, right?
Yeah, but early in his career, he had no one. Honey Pot, I got to jump
Branch
off.
was his best wideout.
All right, I got to jump off, but I got to bring Honey Pot in for a second.
Come on.
I got to jump off, man. I got dinner cooking.
No, man. You'll be okay.
No, I'm not. Trust me.
You look like you Benny.
No, I'm not.
You look like you Benny.
All right, fellas,
talking
I gotta
about
get some
dinner.
work done before the game. I'll give you guys. I'll hopefully hear from you soon. Have
All
a good
right,
night,
too bad. Thanks for joining, my friend. Hope to see you hope to see you in the next couple days. Hope you win the ticket and can come out with us on the 21st.
Yes. I'll talk.
Coming in October.
It's coming. Greg's coming in October. We got it. Everyone got it. Honey Pot, I'm going to give you the last 2 minutes because I really got to sign off.
I need them. I need these last 2 minutes, Tim.
I'm going to let you take the last two.
Wink Martindale. I was watching this thing. These NFL players, they were talking. Who was it? It was Antrell Roll. He said when he got drafted right to Arizona, this coach, the coaching staff, they had him playing off the ball. Like, that's not how he played. That's not his style. Coaching. And then all the players, ex-NFL players, right? They're all saying coaches matter. Like, they were all saying that. Wink Martindale is a great coach for our defense. He's gonna put them in the right position. If he had an Antrell Roll, he wouldn't have him playing off the ball. Okay, he would have had him playing man press like he plays, just like with all our players. I feel real good about Wink Martindale. Okay, this preseason game coming up, an hour?
Yeah.
Okay,
57 minutes.
Yeah, I believe Brian Daboll. These past 2 years, we barely seen our players in preseason. Like, it was always, and I'll say one more. Oh, my bad for I say about Brian. The injury bug, we're looking good. We're looking like we might have shed something because we haven't had a major starter injury yet.
If we get an injury tonight, I'm blaming you entirely.
God damn, don't be like that now. This is America. We could do that in America. You don't do that over there.
I'm only messing with you.
Nah, it's America. We don't believe in superstitions. Yeah, the injury bug hasn't gotten us. This first preseason game, Brian Daboll, you're gonna see Daniel Jones that first night. But it's not gonna be like, oh, you're gonna see him that first night. He knows he has to get him out there. He knows that. He knows all of them need to get out there. These last 2 years, we didn't know. Joe Judge, tennis ball, we didn't know. I'm not going to bash the man. It's whatever. But we didn't know who was going to go out there. Starters, no, So that's going to be a good thing that we know we're going to see some of that. Okay. And the third thing is, I got a feeling, Tim. I like Evan Neal. Kayvon Thibodeau looks like he's doing his thing. I feel really good. I watch their press conferences when Brian Dable talks. I watch it. I listen to him. Daniel Jones, you're really in a good position. Like, I'm not a good position. Obviously, you wish he was way better, but if he's good, you got a good quarterback. Like, that's what you want. If he sucks, which you kind of everybody feels that, not everybody, but just watch the fucking tape. I mean, it's obvious. You're not going to sit here and say, I mean, the man's great, but if he's great, hey, we might win a Super Bowl. If he's bad, we keep it pushing. We got a high draft pick. Obviously, if he sucks, we'll probably be in the top 10, and then we're making it shake. But I do believe these draft picks are going to start hitting, though. That's the main thing, is these draft picks got to start hitting. Even if we got the number 1 pick this year and pick any one of these clowns, it don't matter if all these last drafts we didn't hit. Since we got Andrew Thomas, we've been hitting. No. Who was the year before? Who did we get the year before Andrew Thomas? Who the fuck?
Exactly.
I know, right? Look at that. You don't even know. Who was that before him? Saquon?
No, Saquon was
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones.
I was waiting. I didn't want to
Daniel Jones. Yeah, exactly. You don't even know.
I was waiting for it.
Honestly, I
What the hell?
thought it was a rhetorical question.
What you think about Roquan Smith? I know we want to trade for the man, but
he's not coming. We're not trading. We don't
want
have
too much money, and
we don't have any good. Irish Rover. No, I'm not doing the play-by-play. Hold on, I'm not doing the play-by-play tonight. I'm going to watch Malik Willis at 7:30. Bad Dog and Chris are doing it. It's funny. DeAndre Baker just got released by Kansas City, so that was kind of.
Is that not mind blowing? I mean, I feel like he got a raw deal. I mean, the man got found innocent. Okay, can we get that out the way? And it kind of ruined his whole career, I believe. I mean, the man
technically he didn't get found innocent.
He didn't get found innocent?
No, they just dropped the charges. They didn't get found.
They dropped the charges. That's the same thing. It's America. Tell him, homeboy, it's America.
An indictment's not a conviction.
And not innocent, same thing. Okay?
Well, innocent until proven guilty, right?
Huh?
Innocent until proven guilty, right?
That's right. That's the American way.
No.
We learned that when we got away from that was British.
Once again, it's America. You're actually guilty, and you got to prove yourself innocent. Yeah, this is America. We don't do it. We don't wear those white hats and do the right thing. God. But big preseason game, Tim. We like the show. Thank you for having me on. I'm always trying to get on here.
I know, but you got to come on earlier, man. We've already been on for 2 hours and 20
3 kids.
minutes.
I'm cooking.
I hear you, man.
It's hard. I got to get in the car just to get away from these.
I hear you. We're going to be doing it Sunday. So if you're around Sunday, you're welcome back on. Sunday at 10:30.
Everybody remember that. Wink Martindale.
It's
going to be. He was looking. People were looking at this man for head coaching jobs, though.
Yep. Okay. I wanted him when we got Joe Judge.
Yeah. Every year he's been with. Think of Baltimore's defense. Every year you're always like, God damn, they're hitting. They're turnout, shit shaking. You know what I'm saying? And I know people saying we might not have the players for his system, but you don't think this man knew that when he came here and took that money? He already had a plan. Maybe he's not going to run like our last defensive coordinator. He might not stick to his guns. He might, sway it a little bit this way, that way. But Xavier McKinney, stud. We're gonna be good, man. Kayvon Thibodeau.
Well, that's gonna be the last thought, because I do have to run. I do have to do, because the game is also on in 52 minutes. I appreciate Honeypot. I appreciate Greg and Duke of Funk coming in.
Does anybody know what that means, Honeypot?
No, I know what it means, and I mean, there's another phrase.
Well, no, it's not nothing weird. I don't know the weird phrase.
Well, the word this is the wrong show for that.
Oh, I don't know that one. But I just put that name because when I made my account, it's like I just typed in H and I just clicked on the first thing, just trying to go fast through it. But it's actually when they find like a honey hole, like when they're looking for ginseng.
Okay, now if we want to get to the other term, you're looking for a hole. and it's a honey pot, and
Oh,
it's on
Lord.
female anatomy.
Yeah. Ah, damn, Tim, I got 3 kids, Tim.
All right, that's it. All right.
Damn, was that the microwave dinging?
That's the wife saying, get the hell off because you got to come up here and feed us. Because I got the family and the kids too. But you know what, everyone? It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. We got a big stream coming up on Sunday at 10:30. Looks like we're going to be giving those tickets away then. We're going to thank Henny Pot, Duke of Fog, T-Brad, Greg, everyone from coming in. You know what, guys? Enjoy the game. And you know what? There'll be a video after the game. Honey Pot's repping. We are all out of here, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks, everyone, for hanging in for the last 2 hours. 85 likes. We really crushed it today, and I appreciate it, guys. We are out of here. And everyone just have a good time. Have yourself a good night. Have yourself a good week, and everyone stay safe. Happy birthday, Greg.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Greg.